Hey, man, slow it down there, boy. Don't eat too fast. You got to pace yourself. Pace yourself, Boogie. Yeah. No, dog's trying to scarf down everything. How's everybody doing? Welcome to another Tom Dog video. Tom Dog video. We try to aim to please, folks. We try to aim to please. Boogie's so happy. He's. I gave him some ribs. I gave him a rib bone. He tore it up. He's eating that thing like a pit bull. I gotta tell you, he's really going in. Wait, he left. Mm-hmm. I'm glad we took the water up. So that he doesn't have any water. He just has straight rib bone, and that's it. I have my cousin on the phone right here, trying to get him on, and I have my friend Mike, who's going to join us in a little while. How's everybody doing? Okay, all right. Hey, all right, Jacqueline. Yeah. Come on, Books. You doing it, man. You doing it. Oh, come on. Come on, man. I can't pick you up. Come on. I'm not picking you up from down there, man. You're too lazy. Nah, man. You're so lazy. I don't know where this lazy dog came from. Who gets that lazy? Oh. Dang. Well, you can't be lazy, man. You can't be lazy, Bugs.
Sleep. What are you doing? Oh my God.
Evening time, Mr. Bud Light. How you doing there? Susan Jones. Evening time. Got my cousin right here. He's gonna come on up. I'm gonna bring him on up. His name is Maurice. For those people who don't know, this is my cousin Maurice coming on, introducing Maurice.
You catch me out there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
What's going on, Doghead? You get the link? Okay. When you come through, I'll see you coming through the feed. I did. Do you, Mr. Sean King? Hey, Mikey.
Hey, brother. What's going on? Sean's coming on?
Yeah, I'm trying to get Sean coming on too.
Get his ass on here, will you? Hey, Maurice. How are you? I'm Michael.
Okay,
nice to meet you.
What's up, Mike? How you doing? How's everything?
Good, bud. Good, man. Good.
Hang on, let me see what I can.
It's all good.
Just those guys and see what I could do.
Crew's getting together today.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Copy.
How's your weekend going so far? Good?
And
Who, mine?
Yeah.
You there, Sean?
It's interesting.
Okay.
It's always interesting, you know?
That's good.
Yeah. How about you?
It's going good. It's going good. Just relaxing.
Mr. Sean King at Hotmail, right?
That's good.
Just relaxing, taking it easy. I just got back from
Gmail?
Amelia Island last week.
Oh, did you have a Hotmail before?
Car show, and it was pretty cool.
Huh?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah, it was neat. I do automotive artwork.
Okay,
and,
this is. So how do I do it, Mr. What?
TV pilot right now for a car show. So it's kind of cool.
Were you doing editing or you filming it?
Filming it. We're filming it right now. We did 3 interviews so far, and now we're in the
Mr.
midst of
Sean
editing. I think starting to edit and
King,
looking for sponsorship and all that stuff. It's my
at
first time doing a television show, so it's kind of
Gmail.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm in a process of right now handling all of my mechanical woes and my editing and all of that. I have some new
Tell me
equipment,
if you got that.
and I have some new equipment. I just went out and purchased this right here.
How did you put it in?
Oh wow, that's cool. I don't know what that is. What is that for? Editing stuff?
Yep.
This is the MPC one.
Okay. I'm gonna have my cousin play some music. We got Mike on here. I don't have my band Danny on, but
Wow, that's
it's all
cool.
good. Yeah, come through, man. Say hi.
I'm about to click on.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my camera together, so bear with me here.
Oh, that's
All right. All right, Mo. You got some music going on? You got anything to play?
You gonna get a strike?
Oh, okay. Forget it. Mighty Mike.
What's up, my brother?
Oh man.
You doing all right?
Yeah. I'm trying to hang in there, man. You know.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, man. So I sold this painting. Well, the guy wanted it, and and then communication got all screwy, Louis. So I'm hoping that I got to call him on Tuesday. Hopefully, it still goes smooth, but I don't think it is. But hopefully, it will. We'll see what happens. I mean, it was a good sale, and it was funny because it was a 3-year process. I made this painting 3 years ago, and it's beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Here, wait, I'll show it to you. Let me go get it. I'll show it to you. Hold on one sec.
I'm still with you. I'm just working on my camera. I'm still here, so I'm just
Hey,
working.
Mike.
Yeah, buddy.
Look who it is.
Where is he? Ah, my brother. What are you doing, man? I still got your Timberlands, Sean, somewhere. God knows where. But when I picked you up that all those years ago, brother, where are you in Atlanta? Because I'm in Swanee. We gotta get together.
What's up, Mikey Mike?
What are you doing?
What's up,
Brother, I miss you, buddy. How you doing? How's the family back home? Good?
Yeah, I'm in Miami.
Oh, are you full-time in Miami now, or?
Yeah, I've been here for like, 5 months, Tommy? 4 months?
Wow.
Yeah, about 5 months.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I never see him.
And
But
then
I guess he's down here.
yeah. How you been?
I'm doing all right, buddy. I miss you, pal. I miss you. I've been doing. Hey, listen. Maybe you know anybody who may want artwork and stuff. Here's some of my stuff. Check it out.
Oh, wow. Well, actually, they got like a big art show coming up, I think, like June 19th.
The Basel thing, yeah.
Yeah. Are you participating?
No, I this all started. I mean, after my car accident, all those years ago, 16 years ago, I started painting, and then my mom passed like 3.5 years ago. My dad died this August. Will be 2 years ago, and I started doing artwork full time, and now I'm finally I'm filming a television pilot that Netflix is wanting to take a look at, and
Really?
for real, and it's a car show. And we're looking for sponsorship right now. So I don't know. Maybe you might know people. We're trying to get. I guess the guy who is I'm doing it with has done. He's done well, he's done everything. He's been in business 25 years. I'm borrowing this I borrowed this camera for when I went down to Amelia Island. The camera alone's 20 grand. It's crazy. It's insane. It's all this whole. He filmed John Wick 2, the car chase scene, and John Wick 3. And
Have you tried to go to Red Bull and stuff like that, and all the different Coca-Cola and all those
well, you know what, Maurice? We have to get, I guess, a sample reel, a sample of the show together, and that's what he's working on now. So it was crazy, though. I went down. Well, my first interview was a guy named Chuck Beck, who's 84 years old, and he is world famous. He's good friends with Jay Leno, but he was a fabricator on the GT40 for Le Mans with Carroll Shelby back in 1967, and he used to race Can-Am
That's a good
series.
year right there.
Oh yeah, that's right. And he used to race Can-Am with Bruce McLaren when he was alive in 1969, 1970. He flew airplanes, stunt planes. He built the replica cars, the Beck Speedsters, and the Spider, the 356. Did a Lister. I mean, he took me for a ride in a Lister, which is like a Shelby Cobra kind of, but it's a British version. It's 1,750 pounds with 430 horsepower. We smoked the tires up to 110 miles an hour. We did 0 to 70 in first gear and then second to 110. This was 4 weeks ago, or maybe no longer than that, maybe in March. And he's 83 years old. The guy could drive like nobody's business, and I was the passenger. It was crazy. And then the second guy I did was a gentleman who was big with Procter and Gamble. He created Grease Lightning, the degreaser, and he's a big car collector, Jerry. And then the third guy we did was a gentleman who's the son of Peter Gregg of Brumos Racing, which is Porsche, and so it's kind of cool. And I went to Amelia Island with a friend of mine, a guy named Jerry Peters. Older gentleman, great guy, and he's got about a 20 car collection, I guess, and he's got this giant like 1958 school bus, big monster, like a Greyhound bus that he converted into a transporter that transports cars, and but it's all Porsches. It's a single thing. It's a private carrier, and I put my paintings on there, and I drove my Porsche 915 down from Georgia down to Florida, like 500 miles, about 400 miles and change. Put almost over 1,000 miles on the car in a 4-day period. And I went to this thing called Works Reunion, which is all a Porsche event down at Amelia Island River Golf Club. And then we went to Amelia Island at the Ritz-Carlton. And I was there and I was in the VIP booth. It was the sickest thing. I met Barry Maguire and this guy, Bruce Meyer, who was friends with Steve McQueen and who's good friends with Jay Leno. He runs the Peterson Auto Museum in California, and he's a master car collector. And it was insane. It was my very first time there. It couldn't have been better. And it just was really mind-blowing. I mean, just so mind.
But what exactly were you doing, Mike? I don't understand.
I went down to promote my artwork at the Porsche event. And then I just networking, really networking, and meeting people and talking with people and, passing out cards and that thing, but just connecting. And there was a lot of people that know me that connected me with more people. And so it's, but I do artwork full time. That's what I've been doing. And I've been doing it mostly at auction. It's a thing called P-Car Market, which is a website that sells Porsches online, a lot of auction. And I stumbled on that in August, and it's been going great. And then it's stalled out a little bit in January. Till now, it's been a little quiet, but I'm still selling, and I'm probably I was averaging about five paintings a month before. Maybe, I don't know, maybe 3 a month now. What, buddy?
It's hard to hear.
I can't hear, Bubba.
How you doing, Mr. King?
It's like your echo.
Oh, echo. Yeah. It's hard to hear. But it's but things are going good. I mean, now it's just I'm just promoting the artwork, really promoting the artwork.
Have you ever thought about promoting?
I can't hear what you say.
It's all about this.
I can't understand anything.
Okay, we got little technical difficulties. I feel like Gary Owen, for God's sake. I'm laughing, remember? Remember Gary? This is Gary Owen. Remember?
Yeah, definitely. So, listen, you sound like you got a lot of stuff going on, and
got a lot of stuff going on. I just
just like Tommy got a lot of stuff going on in the background, like he's cooking. Hey, you sound like you're trying to get some sponsors, and you're trying to You should get like your little spiel together. When you get on a talk show like this, like a platform, a guy says to you, "Listen, Michael, listen, look in that camera, pick a camera. Tell us what you guys are doing. Tell us what you guys need out there." You
We need
know?
sponsorship. We need guys who want to sponsor a show that's not a definitive, it's a pilot. And Netflix it wants first look at the show, which is a very big thing from what I'm learning. And the average show has about a 0.5% chance of getting picked up. We're at a 25%. So we're pretty good in the fact that they want to look at us. And so the gentleman that I'm doing it with, he's already sold shows to them, and they want to look and they like what they see so far. So they want to see it. That's all we're. That's as far as we are right now. So for people who want to get involved, what we're doing is that we're doing like production videos for them in a sense, a commercial. I had one gentleman that invested in with us, and we gave him basically a full commercial that would have been 3 times the amount of money if we
Yeah.
were already picked up. But
Let me cut into you. I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you while you're talking. I just got my comments on. I just got everything together. Tommy catches me on messed up time, and I wind up having to fidget my camera. So I want to apologize to all you Tommy cats out there. I want to say hello to Apple Crescent. Say hello to let's see, we got Susan out there. I want to say hello to the church lady Reed. Say hello to Mr. Butt Lights out there. Um, I didn't actually see the comments. I'm, discombobulated. Excuse me, Michael. I just
all
had to say
good, buddy.
hello. Yeah, yeah. Apple Crescent. Much love. How you doing today? I know it's late. Who else is out there? Tommy, you should mute. Okay. Hey, cousin Maurice, Jacqueline. How you doing, Jacqueline? Jacqueline, what's up? What's up? Who else is out there? I did a miss.
That's what we got to do.
Barb. Hey, Barb. Hey, what's up? We out here again. We out here in these streets. Susan. If I'm repeating your name, excuse me, Jacqueline. Barb. Hey, Apple Crescent. Y'all. Maurice. Good evening. Okay, I'm almost finished here, Michael. I'm about to.
It's all good, buddy.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all family now.
Yes, definitely check out the platform Xavier Maurice. Yeah, we are definitely trying to do things over there, make things happen, just like Tommy Tom over here, the Super Cat. We rocking it out. Yeah, so Michael, you're talking about all this stuff going on. I mean, that's a blessing, man, to have that kind of um, you know platform and be able to get out there and do positive things. That's what's up. Tommy, what's up, man? I
What's
seen
good?
you.
Absolutely.
I seen you out there on the water doing, what you doing?
Oh man, I was good. I was getting it in, man. It was nice. It was a real nice time out there. Uh, you
I seen
know,
you
it,
out there on the water
it
doing,
was.
what you doing?
Oh man, I was good. I was getting it in, man. It was nice. It was a real nice time
Yeah,
out
somebody's
there.
repeating.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
me. Hold on, wait. Let me shut
Oh,
this
okay.
down.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
stopped talking. I was like, wait a second.
somebody's repeating over here, over here. Come on, guys, get it together over here.
That's it. I get to see
Let's get it.
myself.
Let's get it
Delayed
right.
reaction.
All right, we got all these people watching us. We got Apple Crescent out there, keeping it live.
Sister Jones, hey, you two
Yeah, I'm looking
look
for
like
China. Where China at? All right, all
Hey,
right.
Apple Crescent. How are you? Hope all is well. And hope you're doing good. Where did Sean go? What happened? He had technical
Michael
difficulties.
Ledwidge just stayed. He just popped up in the building. Michael Ledwidge.
That's it.
That's you, Michael.
How are
What are
you,
you
buddy?
doing? What are you doing? Popping up in the comments and you're on the TV? What's going
Yeah,
on?
I'm like, I'm trying.
Are you multitasking? That's why we're getting the echo. Look at this. It looks good, dog. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, thank you so much.
Wait, I think I lost you. Are you there?
Yeah, yeah, we still here. Did you hear the last thing I said?
Let's see. We
Good.
got.
Nah, don't worry about it. It was
It's
nothing.
a beautiful thing. Yeah, thank you so much. I think I lost you. Are you there?
Yeah, yeah, we're still here. Did you hear the last thing I said?
I got I can't hear you. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Okay. So you might want to, get that microphone, all that mechanical stuff together,
What's
because
going on, man?
when you play the laptop,
Here, let me
it
see
echo.
something here.
Yeah,
Can we hear me? I can't hear.
you can't hear. Well, go out and come back
Hey,
in.
what happened, man? Mother Duck? Huh?
Let's see.
Oh yeah, yeah, we're on here.
Go out and come back in. Go out and come back in.
Oh, okay, okay. All right. Where'd Mike go?
He's gonna go. He went out and he's coming back in.
Okay.
Anybody ready for that? You ready for that dating game? What's going on?
Oh man. Hey Maurice, somebody said that you were getting ready to be one of the contestants.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I can. Yeah, that might sound like a good idea. I don't know. I
I'm
might.
saying, man, because this ugly genes running the family, man. We could use all the help we can get, man. So I'm gonna try to get a couple, people out there so we can go ahead and bid on you. Somebody might have a nickel.
Hey, yeah. Listen, I always take all kinds of donations. And if someone wants to donate their time and their mental with me, then it's all good.
Hello.
You know, I don't have a problem with that. Is there any single women in the house? Is there any single women out there? Come on, I know we got some single women out there.
Single women. All right, all right.
Any single? All right, no pause. No. What's the name? But the guys looking. The girls are looking for love. The guys are looking for love out there in the chats.
Hey,
What's up,
Sean.
brother?
Sean, you never met my cousin Maurice. Look at my cousin Maurice right there, man.
He look more like your father than you do.
Oh, I'm trying to tell you.
He look more like Mr. Williams than you. That's
Yeah,
crazy. He
that's
looked
crazy,
just
right?
like Mr. Williams sitting there. He looked like a young Mr. Williams.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
you know
Like
yeah.
y'all
why?
could have
Because
met your
he
dad 50 years ago.
he has like a calm face. He's a calm face. Like me, I'm like
Wait, so is Maurice your dad brother's son?
I'm 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 on his father's side, right? So the reason why he looks like his mother a little bit is because he's part of his mother, right?
Like, because
So
Tommy looks more like his
right,
mom after looking at you.
right. So I'm his father, and I'm his father. So hopefully when he looks at me with some respect. You understand
Now
what I'm saying?
who's older? Who's older? Who's
I'm older.
older?
I'm older than this young guy
How
over
old are
here.
you, Maurice?
I'll be 56 coming up June 21st.
Yo, didn't I meet you? Your face looks familiar, bro. I never
I
met
don't
him
know.
before time.
You, I don't know. You seen the movie Beat Street? I don't know.
The rap movie?
Yeah,
With Ramos?
yeah,
Of course I seen Beat Street. I'm 50.
yeah. Well, you might see me in there too, brother.
What you was doing in there?
I was a stand-in for Guy Davis, and you definitely I was in a lot of different shots in that in that movie.
Are you an actor?
Yeah, I'm an actor. I'm also a director, editor. I went from in front of the screen into behind the screen.
Where do you
Whatever.
live?
Right now, I'm in Manhattan. I'm on 23rd Street in Manhattan.
Why are you there?
Uh, because I moved on up to the east side.
Yeah, is there a lot of production work up there for you?
I'm right in the mecca of the mecca, and the whole objective of being out here is to rub noses, with certain people that I'm connected with. Wendy's my cousin. She's so that's my cousin. So I'm trying to get in where I fit in, and I got an organization that works with the youth in the community, and it's community based. It's called Saver Maurice. I'm sorry, SAVE program, which means stop anger, unfold violence, educate and redeem. So
I
I've
like
been,
it. I wanna put a note there because I want to go back and talk about that.
yeah, 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 yeah. So I got like a lot of stuff, brewing and a lot of stuff going on. So I got to go get this bump up over here. I got to get this bump taken off of my head, and then I'm
What
go
is
try.
that?
Yeah, that's me looking out for people. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to help too many people sometime because you get the bump on the head. accidentally getting hit when the other guy's supposed to get hit.
Oh
Hey,
wow.
hey, Sean. This is this Maurice is me. We're like this. You
Hmm.
never. We're like you. You see both of us together, you'll be like, oh my gosh, it's two of them.
I
Oh, yeah,
never thought you'd not look like your dad before though. Until see Maurice. Ah,
Yeah, yeah.
God damn. I'm
Maurice from
still talking
Maurice
shit
from the
to Maurice.
Bronx. He didn't from
yeah,
the
yeah.
Bronx.
I'm from the Bronx. I'm from the hood. I'm from
Where'd
YO
you grow up at?
and Yonkers. I'm friends with. I used to mentor Jada Kiss, DMX. Mary J.
Yeah.
Blige. They used to look up to me back in the days when I first came out in the movie Beach Street. I was the first one to put Yonkers on the map, and
Uh,
I was
isn't that
respected.
where like AJ Calloway is from there too, right? Or something like that. Somebody else.
He may have lived there.
I was there before a couple of times. We they did like a ribbon cutting. Miss Combs, Puff's mom, Biggie's mom. It
Okay.
was like at like a park with like a museum or like some kind of Black History museum inside a school or something.
Yeah,
And
they they got a lot of different things that's going on, but remember this: there's a black cloud on top of Yonkers, and
yeah,
all this, everything that people tell you about Yonkers, is a lot of it is true. I was at the oh, what happened?
Tommy's playing with the camera.
I got an invitation to DMX's funeral, and so when I went there, it was crowded on the outside. Nobody. It was like a lot of people couldn't get in. So I felt honored being, because in Yonkers they feel like, I've I'm a little bit of a legend out there. A little bit of a
Really,
legend.
that's dope, Murray. What
Yeah.
and what name did you go by back then? You wasn't at the wedding,
At what wedding? At
Tommy's.
Tommy's wedding? No. I what happened at Tommy's? No, I didn't go to Tommy's wedding. I was probably traveling somewhere. But yeah,
Maybe I didn't meet you there because that no, that's the most of the family was there when I met everybody.
yeah, yeah,
No, no. He wasn't there. He was on the move
Yeah, you're
yeah.
right.
out of the country.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of stuff, doing a lot of moving around, and right now I'm based in Manhattan. Yeah, Applecrest, and I see you. Thank you so much for the shout out. Yeah, I'm in Manhattan, and I'm trying to, like I said, it's about to open back up. I've been out here for a year now. So, but
Right.
before I came out here, I was straight in the hood. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I'm where the big boys, where what I'm saying, and I survived, and so right now is a whole different atmosphere, and I'm just hoping that it opens back up again. You know,
Did the Maurice? Did the restaurants open back yet or no? Not yet.
well, it's a sad thing because really, to tell you honestly, and I would like to do a show on this. I don't know if anybody ever seen Restaurant Nightmares. If you ever get a chance, look that up. All right, Restaurant Nightmares. All right, and that chef that goes into the place, and if they change
Oh
up,
yeah, it's like terrible. Yep.
okay. Let me tell you something. A lot of those restaurants are in your hometown: New
Yep.
York, New Jersey, Boston, Miami. And let me tell you something. Because of this pandemic, it's probably worse now. But
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know what you're eating.
Folks.
You don't know what the kitchen looks like in the back.
Nope.
You don't know. You don't know. People are losing money, so they're cutting corners, and it's going in your stomach.
Yep.
And you think that these places are fast food? They think they care? They
No.
don't care. So
No,
the
that's
thing about
that's
it,
not
that
the
that
care. That's a corporation. They don't
Yeah.
corporation. They don't care. That's a
yeah.
machine. That's a
Well,
machine.
so here's the thing. Here's the difference, right? I would trust a corporation a little bit better than a mom and pop store right about now,
Yeah.
because a mom and pop store, right, don't have a corporation to come and check on you,
Hmm.
right? When you're in a corporation, you gotta go through a certain, like Burger King. You really can't have too much of a messy place because you know, because you're gonna get checked up on, But with
Yep.
those little mom and pop stores that know how to cut the corners, know how to pay people off, I'm just saying. Tommy, wake up, man. Come on, man.
Uh,
Come
Take
on.
spot. You gotta get up there, son.
Stay in
oh,
the game,
man.
brother. This guy's going to sleep on me over here.
No, I'm not gonna. No, I'm not gonna go to sleep. I just want to
You know
relax.
he's gonna fall asleep. You know he'll fall asleep.
Yeah,
The
well, why don't
minute
you
he
turn
lies
your
his head
camera off?
down,
Nobody want to look at you laying there like that.
he could have
Right.
72
Nobody want
cups
to
of
look at.
coffee. The minute he hits his head, he's zonked.
Nobody want to see your ugly face laying down with the
Look at
dog
him.
in your head.
We should have
With a
little
muffin head.
cartoon birds like flying all around his head and everything.
Hey, weirdo. I'm sorry, Maurice. Finish what you were saying. Screw this guy. He's crazy.
No. It's all good. I know it's all good.
I
I'm
feel like
not.
I'm talking to Mr. Williams
Maurice,
here.
you do actually look like Mr. Williams a bit, yeah.
I told him he looked
He's the
like more
best,
like
man. I call him every year for his birthday, February 16th. He's like my second dad. I mean, he's the best. I fucking love that guy. He's
Yeah.
he's the best. He's the best. I mean, that's all our parents are, you know. It's
Yes,
it's crazy. And then when they're not here anymore, man, you think like my parents are gone now. I mean, my dad died going to be 2 years ago. My mom died January, be 4 years. It's fucked up. I mean, it's terrible.
And my
But
mom died in '84.
oh shit, sorry.
I was 13. Yeah, no, makes you stronger.
Yeah,
You got that angel in the sky. We listen.
that's it. Let me tell you something. Oh my god, wait a minute. I gotta tell you this. So
let me just say, it doesn't always make you stronger. Now, there's some people out here that get so hurt that they die a month or two later. You know.
Yeah.
Well, I told my cousins today. I told my
Okay.
cousins today because she was sad about her husband just passed away a month ago or so. And I made her laugh. I said, "Don't be so sad because you'll be joining them soon. But we all going."
I'm not going for at
Don't
least
be
100. I got to make it to 100. I got 10-year-old
well,
kids.
you better take care of yourself and be happy. Because
I am.
sad
I'm
is
very
not
happy. This is funny. So, well, it's not funny, but it's real. All this stuff is real. So, I sold this painting to this guy when I was at Amelia, and he bought it and he said ship it to me. Guy's a billionaire. He's got everything, and I'm like, wow, okay. So it was a great day. I was totally overwhelmed by it, taken by surprise, the whole thing. And now I think he may be reneging. I don't know. Hopefully not. But so yesterday, I'm walking my dog and I'm going out. I'm thinking about this guy. It's really kind of getting underneath my skin of hair. And all of a sudden, I see this woman in this Infinity FX. It's an older one, an 05. I love that car. I used to have the car. And it's this woman. And all of a sudden, I'm like, hey, how are you? I said, I love your car. I said, if you ever want to sell, I'll buy it on the spot. I said, I love this car. I had this car. I said, by the way, my name is Michael. She goes, hi, I'm Linda. Now, my mother's name was Linda. So I'm like, whoa. I'm like, your name's Linda. I'm like, I said, my mom's name was Linda. I said, she was the best. She was everybody's mom. I said, your birthday wouldn't happen to be March 20th, would it? Like joking around. Her birthday was March 20th.
Oh, wow.
Yep. And I said, oh, man. I said, you're going to make me cry now. And she goes, I said, we're family now. She goes, I love you. I was like, oh, man. The lady starts crying. I'm like, this is crazy. I'm like, all right, I got to go walk the dog because I'm going to lose in about 2 seconds, you know. And she drove off. I had my moments, but it was just so crazy. I mean, it's just they touch down when you need them the most. If you're open to it, just when you need them, they're always around. It's energy. It's the energy. The energy is always there.
Yeah.
And when you need it comes through somebody else, and it just comes to you. And that's exactly what happened. And she just touched down. She patted me on the back. Take it easy. Stop freaking out. Get your ass back inside, and that's it. You know. And it was incredible. Absolutely incredible.
It's little stuff, man. I mean, like I was running today, and I don't know what I was thinking about, but I was like, "Hey, get off those nuts." Hey, man. I'm sorry, folks. You know, I can give him ribs, I can give him beans and everything else, but don't touch my nuts.
It's okay. You can hold on to the nuts. You can hold on to your nuts. That's okay. Are they pistachio nuts, pecan nuts? What kind of nuts? What are they?
These are the nutrition wholesome nut mix. Yep.
No matter how old we get, it's like nuts. Oh yeah. All right. Anyway.
Oh man.
Back for the commercial. Is the commercial over yet?
I don't think so.
So yeah, so I saw a butterfly today. The butterfly was It was yellow, bright yellow, and I was like, ooh, man. And I was just thinking about my mother, and I was just thinking about signs and stuff, and then boom,
Oh,
the
wow.
butterfly came from. It was like really came from nowhere. I was there were no flowers around. It just like whoop, came in, and then I ran. Then I came home, and then there was another butterfly, and so you start thinking about stuff and drawing connections. It's crazy, but
It
You
is
young
crazy,
fellas,
but it happened. I
you
yeah.
mean,
young guys. That's been listen. When I was 14 years old,
yeah.
and I had a dream that my mother was driving my. I don't know where this came. My mother was driving my grammar book, the black and white book, and my father was driving my math book. This is a year after my mother died.
Okay.
And that summer I had summer school for English and math for both those subjects, and it was like the craziest dream because my mother pulled up and she was mad at me for something. I guess it was like that sign you're gonna fail English and math because you're not paying attention, but that was the sign from her because I never dreamed about my mother after she passed away. I think maybe once. That dream was the only time I dreamed about my mom. I never
Wow.
understand why I never have any dreams. I'll think about her all day sometime, look at a picture, still won't dream. Never dream. Weird,
It's like,
right?
and get that's actually
A lot of times you call that numb. You've numbed yourself in a certain way, and it's but you'll have your moment, but that's you might have gone, went through a lot of stuff going on in your life, and just you know, when I lost 7 people in one year at one time.
wow.
You know what I'm saying? And
That's
you can
traumatic.
imagine losing 7 family members in one year.
That's
And
traumatic.
so,
Much.
I had to. There was a time when, when the next person died, I was like, okay, you know,
Well, yeah, everybody that died after my mom, I was always like, oh wow, sad. But it's gonna be like I've never been that sad again. I feel like now I feel more bad for the person that had to lose the person than the person that died.
Oh, yeah.
I feel more sad for them. And it's hard for me to even talk because it's just like
Yep.
I don't know what to say when somebody you lose a parent. Like you want to tell people before they lose their parent, you better love your mom while they're alive because afterwards you be like, well,
The
after I
mother
lost my mom, I don't got nothing else to say.
they are not promised. You got to live
No.
it. You got to live it. You got to squeeze it. I
Yep.
mean,
And
really,
and
really.
my dad and Tommy's mom, Tommy, what are they like? 5 days apart, 7 days apart?
Yeah, they're very close together. Yep.
Yeah, my dad is 86. He turned
Oh, wow.
86 April 28th.
Nice.
wow, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So every year was like their birthday. It's like for the last 30 years. So it's like
Hmm.
so everything just be so you just like you just never know. You just never know.
I know it's the truth. Hey,
yeah.
don't fall
But,
asleep.
well, you know what I do? What I
No,
feel
I'm
like,
not. I'm wide awake, guys.
what I feel that's important, right, is that I learned from my brother died in 2018.
Sorry, buddy.
Um, yeah, that was tough on me. But you know what? One thing that I did before he died was every time before he got off the phone, I told him I love him.
Yeah, we always
And even though he was there for me more, you know, I it wasn't like his brother wasn't calling no more. I was calling. We had that communication,
Yeah.
and so being that we had that communication in the beginning, not in the beginning at that point, and it made it a little bit easier. And that's why I say to people, give people their flowers before they go.
Yeah.
You know, tell them you love them, tell them you care about them. You know, time for that coffee. You're right, Apple Crescent. I'm gonna get mine. Yeah, because when you think you don't have feelings for somebody and that person passes away,
Yeah.
it's gonna dig in your soul. If you don't, it's gonna dig into you, and that can kill you alone. So
yeah, yeah.
yeah, that's very important.
It's true. It's
It's
very,
very
it's also, the crazy thing is that everybody's got their own story. Everybody has their own, when you're dealing with family and parents passing and so forth, everybody's got their own judgment, and unfortunately I went through it where I lost my youngest sister to it. And, about the whole thing, they didn't do the right thing. And, they just didn't do the right thing. I'll leave it at that. But unfortunately, we don't talk anymore. But it's not really a loss, actually. Beyond.
Yeah, but what you're saying like, okay, so y'all have a separation, all right?
Yeah. Well, basically, I wasn't able to see my dad for a year and a half physically. And we'll
Right.
talk about time. Me and my father were fantastic. Me and my mother were fantastic. But the stepmother and my youngest sister made assumption after assumption. And they, it was a whole conspiracy against me. And at least that's my opinion on it.
Is your
And
father still with them?
no, my dad passed.
Oh,
He
he
passed.
passed.
Didn't know what was going on. They changed the will days before he died. Um, a lot of
They
suspicious
took,
stuff.
she took over because she was the wife, right?
Well, no, the wife. My father was had everything planned, and I knew about everything years. And then what happened is that 10 days before he died, there was a new will that was signed, and it still split everything in threes, but the specifics of his belongings and stuff were removed out of that, and there was a lot of stuff that was taken, and God knows what else. And
Well, that happened to me with my brother
yeah,
just recently, right? And I had a real negative vibe with my niece because she is the one who was on the will, and I felt like some of the things she did was disrespectful. She disrespected my mother. But here's the thing.
yeah,
Um, I just recently sent her a text saying, we got to really work this out and we come back together because see, you know what? As much as I could stay in this mentality where I could stay in my corner. I'm cool in the corner.
yeah,
Okay, I'm cool in the corner by myself. Okay, but see, that's too easy. It's too
yeah,
easy to
yeah.
stay cool in the corner by yourself. Nah, nah, nah.
Yeah.
So I sent that letter, and I really didn't want to send it, but I'm sending it because you know what? It's better for me. I'm gonna live
yeah,
long. I'm
yeah.
gonna live
You got to let
long.
it go. You got to release it. It's just
Yeah.
if you hold on to it, it will eat you up. And because all you're doing is the other party, they don't care. It's not on their plate. It's in our heads, and we're the ones who are going through that suffering if you're allowing it.
And
And you gotta let it go.
everybody has to take count for what they do.
That's right.
Everybody's if you do something wrong, it's
You
gonna
got to
come
own
back
it.
to you. So you know what? I'm coming back humble, right? I'm
That's right.
coming back with a whole new attitude, and I want to change for the family, right? Because I don't want my mother and you and everybody upset because of this thing that I feel you did. Okay, so I'm coming back to the table now. I'm opening the door. It's up to you now to keep it a buck 50. Now,
Oh yeah.
if you don't keep it a buck 50 and you don't show that love and sit me down and say, uncle, I know I did wrong and I know I said wrong, and if I don't show that love, that's fine. I know I did what I had to do. You're gonna have to deal with that with your maker.
That's right. That's right. It's true. By the way, Sean, you look good with clean with the little beard. I'm following your other footsteps. My beard was down to here, pal. You had that
Yeah, I
beard. I was
cut it.
like,
Yeah, I cut it
yeah,
off,
it
man.
looked great.
It was long. I had to cut it.
It look-
This is too much. I'll be 50 this year, Mike. I'm catching up to you guys
Brother,
finally.
I know. I just turned 53. It's crazy, man.
I
It's
love catching. I'm on your heels, bro. So, but so I said, let me hold on to the youth while I can. But I was listening to you guys talk, man, and I haven't lost a sibling, so my heart goes out to both of you. And I have
who passed
eight
away.
brothers. I said,
No,
well, he lost a brother, and
Well, I didn't physically. I mean, my sister's still
but
alive. She just
but you guys
she's
just
nuts.
don't deal with each other, right? You say like
Yeah,
either way, it's
it's
tragic. Because like I was
it
saying,
is.
I
It's
have,
very sad. It's the niece and nephew, and I told when my dad at his funeral. I said to my nephew, I said, listen, regardless of what's going on with me and your mom, I said, it has nothing to do with you. I love you. I'm always here for you no matter what. And all he did was walk back to his father and snicker, and they looked at me. I mean, it was not a good thing. It was not a good thing. It was insane, actually, to be honest with you. And
Well, the crazy thing, what I was saying is that I have 8 siblings, and we're all really tight, and I have 37 nephews and nieces,
you
and
have
we're, yeah, my brothers and sisters have a lot of kids. I know, right?
they're happy,
And
aren't they?
so it's crazy. My family's at.
Playing a lot of Barry White. That's what they've been doing. You know?
Listen, if you want to know the story of drama, my family has it for you
Oh,
completely. So that's just my dad and his kids. So it's about 50 of us, and he has 14
wow.
brothers and sisters. So
Wow.
it's
That's
not even worth
amazing.
it. And
It's
so what I was
it's
saying
really
though, but
amazing. Yeah.
my oldest brother who was 17 when I was born, because I'm the baby, but my older brother, we thought we was gonna lose him a long time ago, maybe about 25 years ago when AIDS first came out. He was one of the
Hey,
first people
reality
we
Val.
lost that had
Wow.
the AIDS, and he's still alive and healthy now, 30
Oh, thank
years later.
God.
But I cried. We prayed. I thought I was gonna lose him. Like all the things like he was saying about his bro, just being able to say I love you, all that. Went through that joker. He's still alive now, but he done had cancer since then. He done had pneumonia. This guy's done been through everything. So I've done been through the emotional roller coaster with this particular brother. Like 5 times. Oh, one time he collapsed his lungs twice, but overdosing on some kind of drugs or something. Like my
Wow.
brother was like, wow, he was in the Marines for like 10 years, but just the wildest kid you ever met. But
Wow.
I talked to him yesterday. Still crazy. Smokes his weed. Doesn't do any other drugs. He's 60, 66, 67. Great spirits, happy and everything. I'm like, bro, I'd be tired of being sad. I lost all 4 of my grandparents within like a 5 year span. Like it was just you just after a while, like you was saying, like Maurice would say, you become numb, and I'm numb. I'm a numb nut. Fuck it, because it's nothing that I could do anymore at this point. Cousins, I
No, you
lost a little
can't.
cousin last
You
year
got
due
to
to
just
COVID.
flow.
A
We got to,
gunshot. He didn't
we
even
got
die of
to,
COVID.
I know it's easy to do, but we got to watch the cursing. Thank you, Apple
Oh, I'm
Crescent.
sorry. I'm sorry. Did I? Was that me? Yeah, it's just so it's like it gets crazy sometimes, bro.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know, I'm looking at Apple Crescent, and Apple Crescent says we had a tragedy in our family, and it totally destroyed the family. We have never spoken again, and it is a very weird feeling when death tore family apart.
Yeah, it's
Um,
crazy.
yeah, I mean, you know that I can agree with you, Apple Crescent. I mean, so you can imagine losing 7 major people in my family in one year, and the whole family separating. But you know that needs to be reversed, and it's too much of it. And you
Yeah,
know,
true.
let me tell you something. And I know that feeling of yo, I'm not even gonna talk to you again because you, first of all, you played yourself. You're trying to play me, and I don't play those games. So I'm let me, you know what I'm saying? I understand, you know, not wanting to, you know, go to a person and be like, yo, you know what? Let's just squash this. But let me tell you something. The healing that comes to you, the joy that's going to come to you is unbelievable. You know, all of the people that we have problems with, you go, you know what I'm saying, you make amends or whatever. Listen, it makes you a better person. I don't know how to tell, I don't know how to explain it, but that's a
No,
beautiful thing.
truth. It's the truth. It's definitely the truth. You know, definitely the truth. But yeah,
Don't be stuck. Don't be stuck. Don't be stuck like the older generation. The older generation, some of the older generation try, you know, and I don't have nothing against the older generation. I love them, but that was a time, that was their time, their anger. Don't let the anger from their time be the
no,
anger in this time. You
no,
know,
yeah,
don't let what they are mad at be a catalyst. Am I using the right word?
True.
For
Yeah.
destruction of this next generation, and we just need to, come together.
Hmm.
Don't stop thinking you bougie. You don't act too bougie. Don't think that you're better than, don't think that, just be a human being.
That's right. I'll
You
tell you, it's with this whole thing as it transpired, it's with all my friends and people that I meet, it's you start spreading the word, more so than you did before, and everybody I talk about and I talk to and have the privilege of meeting and all of that, it's always about the moments aren't promised. You gotta you gotta go for it. You just gotta go for it. You gotta make yourself happy. You gotta take care of your family, do your best, and don't sweat it. We all go through obstacles, we all go through the trials and tribulations, and it all depends on how you handle it. The biggest thing that I think I've done that helps in challenging times or challenging situations is I don't like to make assumption. um, I still will, because I think it's just you sway back to that time. But um, I don't like to. I read it's from the Four Agreements. It's be impeccable with your word. Don't say anything against yourself or others. Number two, don't take anything personal, because it's that person's perception of their reality, not yours. Their reality. They could have the skewedness, of it. Don't. And number three, don't make assumption. Number four, be your best. And that's all I can do. And read this book in 2008,
Well,
and I read.
let me break
Yeah,
that down, because what you just said was very important, right?
yeah,
And I'll break that down, right? One thing that we had, Apple Crescent says, sometimes it's better to keep toxic siblings at a distance, right? And so here's what I say about that. When you know when you know something's wrong with somebody, right? You know they have issues, right?
correct.
Um, you're not supposed to have those people around you in your space, because it can bring negativity to your life. It'll start bringing up triggers and stuff like that. But here, listen, you can still feed them by a spoon. Okay, you can still feed them by a spoon. But and the thing that I'm telling you is that, I'm telling you from the things I've done for people in the community, the things I've done for people in their life, the joy that I felt, that that the community has given back to me. There's no other joy than that. And even the ones that do bad, that do
Yeah,
me wrong, I'm gonna continue showing you
What's up,
love.
China Black?
Huh?
with you.
China Black.
China Black is in the building. What up? What up? What up? China Black says, I don't care who the person is. When I'm done, I'm done. See, China Black, not listen. When it's not family, right? When it's not family, I understand, because you really can do, or you can do without them. You can do without them. That I can understand. But when it's like somebody in the family, and we know they could be the worst ones, you know, if it's an elder, somebody a little bit older, the ones that are older, I let them get away with a lot of stuff, because, you know, um, I still need to learn something from them about my
Yeah.
legacy. Okay, now people that ain't my family, you can go kick rocks. Okay,
Yeah, with
all
no.
right. Anybody that's younger in my family, right?
Yeah.
That is disrespectful. I'm going to give you a tongue lashing, and I will. And if I'm close to you and you disrespect me, I'll stick my finger so deep in your nose that your eyes is going to have my fingers in it. So the thing is this:
See?
the whole thing is about family, love, respect, and let's treat each other with respect, and we could be the best family in the world. And that's just my personal feeling.
Yeah, it's true. And I tell you, I never thought in my wildest imagination that I would be that I would have no relationship with them. Never in my lifetime, never. And you know, no matter what I did, that's the way they feel. That's fine. You know. The stepmother is to call her Medusa is the sweetest thing. She's a nightmare. So see you. That's it.
You,
I got my wife. I have my kids. I got, and then what happens is that you have your friends and the people that are like Tommy. Tommy's not my friend. He's my brother. He's
That's
been
my
my brother
brother.
since I've been 8 years old. His mother and father are like my second parents. To call them Mr. and Mrs. Williams, I almost feel like it's insulting. I should be calling them mom and dad. It's like that. So, what what is taken away is replenished with something better. And it's just that's what it is. The old saying, you can't choose your family, but you just do your best. I have a sister still that I'm close with, and she's great. And if my little sister needed me, I'd still be there. I would,
well,
I
you,
would.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
segue into something right now. I don't mean to cut you off.
That's okay.
Apple Crescent wants that smoke. She wants some smoke right now. Okay, so Apple Crescent says, I expect people to treat me how I treat them, period. Apple
Yeah.
Crescent, that's a no-no. Listen, we make a mistake when we first start expecting.
That's
Stop
the
expecting
assumption. Yeah.
people to treat you a certain, everybody ain't gonna treat you like you need to be treated. Just stop
Don't let that.
expecting.
Right.
Stop expecting.
Yeah.
Because when you expect, that's like you loan some
Yeah.
money and you expect it back.
That's right. Never make
And
assumptions.
then when you don't get the money back,
You're
now you're
pissed.
ready to go off because, oh, you expected it back.
You remember in Bronx Tale? Do you remember when the character C he lent that guy $20, and Chaz Palminteri's character is like he's chasing for the $20. The guy's running away, and he goes, "Hey C," he goes, "Listen, did you really need the money anyway?" He goes, "No, but he owes it to me." He goes, "Were you really friends with him?" "No." "Did you really like him?" "No." He goes, "So he did you a favor," and that was the end of it.
Listen, Luther Vandross said,
Oh,
anyone that has a heart can look at me and know that I love her. Now, I'm not,
you're not
the
bad. You got a
music, the
good voice,
music,
Sean.
the
You should produce
music.
him.
The problem is we don't got that music. We don't got that music that we used to have. We used
I
to
can
hold the
sing.
girls. We used to hold the girls. You know what I'm saying? We used to
Oh yeah.
hold them. You know what I'm saying? The lights in the disco was pumping. And hold them. We don't
Hold
hold
them.
them no
Shit.
more.
I'd be calling Tommy. What do I do? What do I do? I was the
The,
late bloomer.
the
Shit.
only time we hold women is we're going to a ballroom. Come on,
That's it.
stop it.
Yeah.
You know,
We miss it. We miss it. Oh God. Singing.
I just
I
think,
like
well,
singing.
if Chris Brown,
Say
so
it. My
right
goodness.
now,
Sing it.
Chris Brown is the king of R&B. So
Chris
that's
Brown.
that's the new how you hold. I guess you
Is
dance with
he?
her, spin her around, and beat her up. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, what the hell is it with that
I
guy?
don't know how it
Beat the
works.
crap out of Rihanna. She's gorgeous. I mean, what are you doing?
I'm
I don't
just
get
saying.
that. I don't get
I
that.
don't
Yeah.
know how the
Hopefully he reforms
situation.
himself. Hopefully. You know. Can't.
yeah,
Yeah,
It doesn't do it. That doesn't sit well.
yeah, that was a really good point that Maurice you said. You don't expect. I mean, because you're right. That's you setting
You
yourself
got
up
a
for
guy.
failure.
yeah, man. Come on. How many times we not heard that? How many times have we heard somebody say stop expecting? You know what I'm saying?
It's the
How many
truth,
times
though.
we got? How many times we got to keep people keep telling us something and we don't listen?
It's crazy. Hey, Sean. By the way, we got to exchange numbers so we can stay in touch. And Sean, brother, I got to get some ideas from you because you're a genius with what you're doing with all this promotion stuff. I remember when I was talking to you. What was it? God, man, it's been a while. But when I was trying to do this TV thing, back then, and I just got this Apple phone. I'm finally a brainiac. I got an
Oh
Apple
my God.
and my little watch. Wait, where is it? What? There it is. Yeah,
You man.
I know. Well,
Well, yeah,
that's
no,
what I
we'll
tell
we'll
myself in the
definitely
mirror.
talk more about it. We'll we'll,
Huh?
we'll talk more. We'll talk definitely more about it because I'm definitely kind of in the trenches with things, man. And it's been a
I know
little.
you are.
It's
I
been
know you are.
intense. Like
It's like my artwork, and I want to, it's just, and I'm not the savvy guy with this whole stuff. I've got it, and I want to start doing some NFTs, with that digital space. And people have been asking, "Are you? We got to do it this way." I'm like, I just want to do my thing, but I want to be able to be surrounded with the right people. And you know, but the best thing about this platform, if it really can get picked up, if it can, you know, I'll believe when the check clears, as they say, is to make people happy. That's all I want to do. I just want to make them happy. I want to take a hyper moment out of your day of stress levels and replace it with something good. That's it. Nothing more. And if I could do it over and over again, perfect.
That's the
And
problem. That's one of the problems. Everybody's looking for a check.
I don't care about the check.
You know what I'm
If you
saying?
care about the check, you'll never take it.
You gotta put in the time.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta put in the time. People don't do things overnight. I've been
No.
doing stuff this my kind of work for since I was 15, 18, 19 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have articles from 1983, newspaper articles. You know, but it doesn't. People have to put in the time, and I'm not saying that miracles can't happen, because miracles can happen.
That's
You
right.
know, um,
Yeah, absolutely. It's the funny thing is that this all started in January. I mean, I wasn't looking for it. I tried. I'm not getting the camera right. I'm sorry. I was I tried
I'm,
doing this. I maybe 5 years ago, and I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I had no idea. I tried doing it. I remember I did two little. I met a producer. The guy was like, "Send me a sizzle reel." I go, "What the hell's a sizzle reel?" He goes, "Well, it's about 20 grand." I go, "It's about 20 grand." I go, "Fuck that." Oh, sorry, I forgot. I goes, forget that. I said, "Can I just do something, a sample of what I've got on a cell phone?" He's like, "Yeah, that's fine." He goes, "I like you." He goes, "Just send it. I'll be able, maneuver it." So I did two little things. I went to my buddy's restoration shop. He has like $1 million cars. I mean, it was in Ball Ground, Georgia. I mean, it was in the country, and it was awesome. My buddy Robbie, the nicest guy, and it was perfect setup. He had 5,000 square foot. It was a studio in itself. It was gorgeous, just absolutely gorgeous. And we did all this stuff, and it was funny. And the guy was like, "You're great, but the other guys are boring. Maybe you could do a YouTube." And I was like, "All right, whatever." And I didn't know what the heck to do. And so that was that. 5 years later, or 6 years later, whatever it is, in January, I have a customer that contacts me. He says he wants a painting. And I said, sure. He goes, I don't even know if you'd be even interested in it. And I said, listen, I'll paint a Yugo. It doesn't matter to me. It could be a Toyota Corolla. I could care less what it is. I'll paint it. And he goes, okay. He goes, it's a movie car. I want you to paint an SUV with a giant camera arm on it. He has a Russian arm, the big giant Russian arms that film the car chase scenes. There's only 3 in the country. He goes, and I want you to paint it. It's my car, and I think it'd be cool. I'm like, wow. I go, what do you do? Then he tells me about John Wick. He's been in the business 25 years. He's working with Shaq. He's doing all this stuff. And I said, okay, maybe you can help me. I wasn't looking for anything. Give me ideas. Give me a pointer, just to have some fun. So I tell him the whole premise of everything. And he goes, okay. He goes, let me think about it. Give me a call in a month, which was going to be February. 2.5 weeks later, he's driving back from Shaquille O'Neal's. He's filming for his television show. He goes, I've been driving 10 and a half hours, and I can't stop thinking about what you were saying. He goes, I don't think you have a YouTube thing. I think you have a television pilot. Are you interested? I'll back it. I have $2 million worth of equipment. I'll film everything. I'll do everything. We've got it all. And we
excuse me one
started.
second. Excuse me one second. I'm sorry. I just got to, see the chats over here too as well. Every once in a while, we got to go to the chats and kind of like, speak on some of these comments here.
Yeah,
You know,
but
I apologize. I just wanted to say, Apple Crescent says, Maurice, but families over 50 years old are too grown to be messing with my life. Peace and family. Don't regret anything. China Doll says, okay, so keep going. Uh, China Doll's asking if we're having a good Memorial weekend. Yes, we are. Um,
absolutely.
Apple Crescent also says sometimes there's a lot more behind the story. Yes, there is. Um, Apple Crescent.
Absolutely.
Let's see.
Apple Crescent, your name is making me very hungry. I must say, because I'm thinking apple croissants. Like just good. All right. Anyway, sorry. I just had to say that. That's all I was saying.
Apple Crescent says, Tommy is getting some ice cream somewhere. You know, he's quiet over there. Yeah, he is. He's very
He's not
quiet.
jet skiing.
He
He
does.
probably has, knowing him.
Yeah,
Nice and
definitely.
quiet. She said nice and quiet. Well, Mike
Yeah,
is a
Tommy.
talker.
You
Well,
know,
Mike is
T's like,
well,
ah,
Mike.
they got it. All right,
Well,
we'll talk later.
well,
I,
Mike is a talker. I think Mike owned the platform tonight. I think he probably had to spoke. Mike owns the platform,
I
and
miss
then
you,
I think
Maurice. Look,
Maurice jumps in right after you.
oh my God,
And
doesn't he sound
Tommy's
like
been the
Maurice? You really
quietest.
do sound like Mr. All right, here's a funny story. So, Mr. Williams, you know that baritone in his voice. So I always tell the story, but you know, I'm gonna just say because T's not even on. But so I'm 16, Tommy's 17. Mr. Williams had Maurice. Do you remember his Mercury Marquis? It was a 1984 Burgundy, right? Anyway, he starts
My dad
making money.
had the '84 Mercury Marquis.
Well, is your dad still have the tow business too? Is he still doing the
No,
tow truck stuff?
we shut it down like 2 years ago.
Oh, I remember that tow truck in front of the house when
Yeah,
I
it was
moved up.
almost 40 years, bro.
Yeah, it was awesome. And so Mr. Williams starts making money. I mean, and so he gets the Lincoln Town Car, 1985. Oh, wait, no, it was an 84. It was an 84. Silver, white thing, Cartier edition. He had the alloy wheels, everything. Well, Tommy's salivating over this thing. I'm freaking out. And before we even get like within 10 feet of that car, it's this baritone going, don't even think about going near that car. Oh, no, no, no. Don't even think about driving that car. And T's like, no, Dad, we're not going to do it. We're fine. Michael, no problem, Mr. Williams. He takes off to school. Not 5 minutes later, we're in that damn car. And we're like driving up and down the driveway, 2 feet here, 2 feet there, looking at the speedometer. Oh, my God, it's got 2 miles on it. You know, the whole thing. And the point is that, Maurice, you really look like Mr. Williams. I mean, you really do resemble him. A young version of him, you know. And
You took me on a roller coaster and just dropped me right on my head.
right on
And
your head.
I
That's why you got
just,
the bump.
I appreciate it. Yeah, no, thank you. That's where I got the bump from. I appreciate that. Yeah, definitely.
You really remind me of him.
I got a picture of me and him standing next to each other, but
Oops, I should have had a V8.
I did that. Remember that big poster when he was boxing with Lincoln at Lincoln University for his 80th birthday?
Yeah.
I did that whole thing for his birthday party with my artwork. When I digitized the whole thing, I remember because T had this picture, and oh God, that was what, 2010, T? When was it?
A long time ago.
That was a great picture though. Lincoln. That was a big thing when we were growing up. Boxing. T was telling me when he was doing the Golden Gloves, I was doing judo. I didn't even bother anybody. T was like, my gang?
So you guys know each other since you were 16 years old?
No, 8.
8 years old.
8 years old. Second
So,
grade. I was in
so
second, and I think T was in third. Yeah.
So Tommy, what was Michael like when he was younger?
The same.
Except I had a crew cut. My father would never let me grow long hair, and because he was military, I used to get my ass kicked all the time for it. Oh my God, that's why I have to start taking judo.
Well, hold up, Michael. Michael. Let me, Tommy, give me some more. I mean, you just said the same. I mean, that's really vague. Give me a little bit more. Was he the party kind of guy? Was he was he into his music? Was he was he the quiet storm? Was
Mike was talkative, inquisitive, friendly, definitely dedicated friend, and he's great, man. I mean, we spent a lot of time together. 922.
Come on, you can do it.
1986. Oh no, not 1986. 1896. 1836. 1835.
Yeah, 922
Because there's 1835.
But my line was 922-6431.
6431.
Okay.
Jeez.
Okay.
I don't know where 1986. I was saying 1986, 190. I said it confidently like 1986. That's when you came out.
So it's safe to say that you guys know each other since Rock Candy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
since
Right.
Pop Rocks. Remember
In other
Pop
words,
Pop
Rocks
Rock.
with
you
the
remember the necklace. You remember the necklace, the rock candy necklace.
Did you
hell
eat
yeah.
it?
You just eat it, and, you know.
It was the
So
That
puka
was
beads,
dirty.
the
Who came up with
puka
that
beads or
idea? Put
whatever,
a,
like on
who
the
came up
Partridge
with that
Family, you know.
idea where you put some candy around your neck and then eat it? That's
I know
dirty.
it would
Crazy.
stain your skin and
Sweaty,
and stuff.
sweaty candy.
right,
Neck
right.
sweat.
Hey, you remember dots? You just
Yeah.
get them off the paper.
Oh,
Oh
the
my
paper,
God.
those were disgusting. I didn't eat those. I
I
was
remember when we
Boston
used
baked
to have
beans.
the ice cream truck, you know, the Good Humor guy, and
Push
I would
up pops.
oh my God, Pop Rocks, Pop Rocks.
The push up pops.
Oh,
Astro
blow.
pop.
Oh, yeah.
Remember Astro pops and push up pops?
Astro Pops, and then we had the Rockets with the red, white, and blue
Yeah.
ices.
Yep.
And what else? Well, Carvel, man. If we went to Carvel,
They
you know
didn't
we
wear
were making
underwear,
money.
Carvel.
I know. Oh God, if I went to Carvel, Carvel was like like it was reserved for like grandparents and aunts. Like if they came over, they'd be like, "You want some Carvel?" And we'd be like, "Oh my God, Carvel? Are you kidding me?" And we would go over to Carvel, and that was like big time, you know. And then I think I remember I used to have my Carvel cakes for my birthday. I remember I had a Porsche done on one. Kristen
Michael,
Furrow did it.
Everybody
Oh,
just like did the
China,
freeze, MC freeze. Look at everybody.
China Black says, do y'all have a pic of the two of you together when y'all were young?
yes. And I got, you know what?
Wait, and
Ugh.
also I'd like to go around the book here,
Well,
the line
I
here,
don't.
brother. My brother, tell me, what was Michael like when he was younger?
Who, who, me?
No,
Oh, T?
yeah,
Oh, what was T like when he, oh
no,
my
no,
God.
no, no. I was asking him how you was like.
Oh, how I was like,
Yeah,
oh God. I was,
no, no, not you.
oh,
Yeah, Michael,
Tommy.
but
All
it's
right. Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
funny. Mike hasn't stopped talking that he's talking for Tommy.
I'm just, I
He's
know.
asking Tommy the question, and Michael is answering. He hasn't stopped talking yet. It was
I
so
know, right?
funny. Poor Michael, you're gonna be okay, Michael. I love this guy.
That's all right.
He's
Brother, I love
back.
you, buddy. I miss you, man.
So
Oh
you
man.
guys, what was Tommy like when he was younger? When you guys were, was he?
Tommy,
There
put
you
it
go.
this way. When my wife and children know when I'm talking to T, because I'm laughing my ass off. I mean, I am laughing so hard. It starts off, it could be anything, and all of a sudden we have to make one look of this. We used to snarl our teeth in our math class, Mrs. Trailer, and T would be like, "Nah, Shank," and I would start to do it. Then this whole started going with my sister. She would do it. Everything. So no matter where we are, what we're doing, it's like instantly. It'll be, serious conversations, of course, but majority, 90% of the time, we're laughing our backside off. I mean, it's just nonstop laughing. And when we were kids, T was, well, he's exactly the same as he is now. I mean, he's crazy. I mean, crazy in a good way. Like the funniest kid I ever met. One of the funniest kids I've ever met. When we, growing up, we were always doing stuff. I mean, it was just, and we were always getting in trouble. Always getting into, when we got together, we were always in trouble, and not bad trouble, not like, terrible, just like trouble, like, all right, enough, guys, a light reprimanding just to keep us calm. And when I always went over to his house, I was
Uh,
always grounded until I went home. That was
so let
pretty
me
much
let me
it.
let me. I don't mean to cut you off there. So what do you think, brother? What was it? What was Tommy like when he was look at him? Was he like this, laying up in the bed?
Yeah,
Was he that kind of a guy?
yeah, he just did his thing.
No,
That
no, no.
was it.
I'm asking. I forget your name there. The thing is
Sean.
blocking.
Oh, what's it say, Maurice?
Yeah, yeah. I
My
was
hand is
asking
raised.
you.
Go on, talk.
I was asking you what was Mike Tommy like when he was younger.
Well, I didn't know Tommy when he was too young. I came in after Mike and Tommy destructed and messed up everything. Because after they started getting it, after they stopped getting in trouble, me and Tommy started getting in trouble because
Yeah.
it was the same thing with me and Tommy. Every time I was with Tommy, I was always getting in trouble. We was either late somewhere or doing something we weren't supposed to be doing. But I've known Tommy for I think what it's been 30 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. At least
90.
93,
I
right?
met
Because you guys met down in Virginia, right?
no,
Tommy?
it was 90. The year I graduated high school. I met Tommy 1990, and Tommy was graduating from college. I think
Yep.
something like that, right, Tommy?
Yep.
What year did you come out of school? College?
89.
Yeah,
89, right?
89. Yeah, and I came out of high school in
Look at
90.
that. It's like 89.
Yeah, so I was like, right. So we met right around that time, 30 years ago.
Hey, came out
So
in
he, but Tommy
December
was, but Tommy was the,
1989.
Tommy's the same exact person that I met 30 years ago to answer your question, Maurice. You
Okay,
good,
let's
bro?
see.
Mike,
Okay.
Mike, you good?
I look like an
Y'all
old
all
man
right?
and I'm doing tiny. I tell you, man, having a beard, it accents all the characters even that much better. I look like a crazy person. No, I'm not.
So anything new you guys is going on out there? You heard about all the shootings going on out there in
Bring the
Miami.
footage up. Bring the footage up, Maurice.
Yeah, I'm working on it right now.
What's going on in Miami? I don't watch the news.
Well, they
I don't
said
watch
20
the.
something people got shot, 2 died. And
Oh,
then
that's
there was
terrible.
another shooting of 6 people,
What is
and I
it?
think 2 died.
That's terrible. And where was this?
179th and Hialeah, and one was South Beach or something like that.
What's the matter with these people? I mean, it's terrible. It's like, you know,
One was at a Spanish banquet hall, and the other one was at an unplanned concert or a party or something.
how
It's been,
old were the
but it's
victims? Were
been
they young or
it's
older? Or?
different ages. But it's probably been 100 shootings in Miami in the last six months. But
That's terrible.
everything doesn't make the news, or it makes the news,
Hey,
but
Keisha.
it's just not that relevant. So you may not hear about it.
That's why I don't watch the news. I let my wife take care of the news. I take care of the cars, and that's it.
Mhm. I
I'm
don't
too,
watch it
too
typically
depressing.
either.
I can't take it.
Well, I
I
don't
want
watch it either, but I'm on social media, so unfortunately, whether you're on Facebook or Instagram, it just pops
that I
up.
follow. Yeah.
It just pops up. So, like for me right now, it's the everyday with the murders. That's it for me. The murders that I keep hearing about with these cops. That's it for me. I'm so over it that again it's numbing.
Yeah,
Like it gets
it's
numb. So
terrible.
it's like just
It's
get tired of
terrible.
hearing it
Yeah, it's
every day.
terrible. You know, if
Every
everybody could just take a moment, just a moment, give each other a hug, you know, relax, just relax. You know, it's like, but it's a lot harder said than done, you know, and it's
Yeah,
but
ain't
it
nobody.
takes one. It takes one to start, and the next one, and the next one, and just don't think about anything else. Just, you know, hey, it's all right, you know. I try and
Maurice,
I
what
mean,
you
I
saying?
really do that with everybody. I want everybody, you know, when I talk to people, you
Yeah.
are very important. You know, I don't care who you are, where you are on the social scale means nothing. It's about you. You know, you're the person I'm talking to. You're the important one. You're the one that makes a difference, you know. And you got to just have gratitude towards everybody. And you know, not everybody you're going to get along with, but you know, treat it with respect and just move on your way. Keep it peaceful. You know, it's but I'm not in that environment. You know, I'm out here in Georgia, and you know, I'm mostly I'm mostly painting all day long, or doing whatever I'm doing, or go for a ride in the
Well,
car.
I'm
Or,
out here. I'm out here. I'm
yeah,
out here. So I'm out
you got to
here.
be
Yeah,
careful, buddy. Be
I
careful. Be
was in
careful.
Atlanta. I was out there in Atlanta. I was out there in New Jersey. You know, the cops are everywhere. These people are everywhere. So it's great. We all have the opinion, and I have one, but it's not
Keisha.
even important at this time. It's changed now. It's
Yeah,
reform. It's what are we doing? I think Maurice got some of the answers, but I'm trying to get it out of his head. He's
yeah.
just kind of sitting there. But
What?
what's
Right.
your thoughts on it, Maurice?
On that. On what's that?
Just in general, the state of the union, the state of where we are in this world today.
Well, I mean, like I only can say what I see and what I'm hearing in New York City. Um, you know,
Mm.
it's coming back. It's coming back. It's coming back, and it's gonna make a It's gonna change. But the problem is, I don't want to go too deep into the race situation, but
Right.
there's a lot of political things going on, and a lot of the Republicans are looking a certain way. Um, the streets are still kind of crazy. The train stations are people are getting slashed and cut and pushed off the train. Um, yeah, I mean, the gunfire, gun. I mean, you guys don't hear about the gunplay out here because the news is. I don't know if you hear about the news out here,
No, you
but
don't. It's too much news.
yeah, it's
It's too much news.
Yeah, the city's really
what
Every
I'm waiting.
city.
What
going
I
backwards. Yeah.
what I'm waiting to see is what's going to happen after everybody was hanging out and having a good time. Are we going to get COVID again? That's what I want to see in 2 weeks.
Well, if that, I
What
mean, they
place?
can always. There's the flu is always going to be here, whatever you want to call it. So there's always going to be infection looming in the air. Hopefully, people will continue to wash their hands, and wear masks if they in public places, if they're crowded, if you can help.
But you see,
Regardless,
remember,
whatever. I like
but
masks
remember,
wearing them in the bank. I
yeah,
couldn't do
yeah,
that
yeah. That's a fact. That's a fact. And,
before.
but here's the thing: the shot
But
that I
seriously,
took, the
Yeah.
shot that I took, right, is supposed to stop me from having the serious symptoms of dying, and that's what the reason what the shot is for. So that doesn't mean I can't catch it, right?
Right. You could still carry it. Right. You could be
Right,
you could carry it.
so
I
still
got the
wash your
first shot. I
hands
have
and
to
still
get the
wear your
second
mask.
shot.
right. So
So
now
everybody should still wash their hands. So wear their mask.
so the thing is now after this big Memorial holiday, it'll be very nice to see what happens. It'll be nice to
Yeah.
see. I mean, because I mean, if we're getting a shot just to protect us from death, it's not protecting us from catching it. So that means the COVID could be still out there,
Yeah.
and we'll find
Yeah,
out.
it's still out there.
Oh, it's still out there.
It's
A
still
buddy of
out there.
mine's, one of
Um,
his employees, she just was hospitalized due to COVID,
my
and
sister-in-law's niece is in the hospital with it now too, with COVID right
oh
now.
wow,
I mean, yeah, there's still people that are getting it.
yeah,
I mean,
Hi, Natasha.
people died of the flu. People don't die of the flu anymore. Only you die from COVID.
hmm
Nobody
Yeah,
dies from
it
the
was.
flu anymore.
I tell you, it was. I was really struggling with getting that vaccine originally. Um, I was not in favor of it at
What's
all.
up, Natasha? Tasha said, "What's up, Tommy and Tomcats?" Sorry about that, man.
Hey, how are you, Natasha?
and China Black says that the subway crime in New York City is crazy.
Yeah.
Apple Crescent says sleep, eating. Um, and also, Apple Crescent says
Sleep
Maurice
eating.
exactly COVID wave coming for sure. She also says you can catch COVID many times over, and
Yep.
she also says COVID wave 4 coming. I think the pandemic has heightened in crazy. It has heightened the crazy in some people. Yes,
Oh
Tommy,
yeah.
you're
Yeah.
falling asleep. Okay, yeah. So I mean, no, that's definitely a fact.
Tommy's China Black said Tommy has gone jet skiing.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
He'll be like,
Listen, I mean, as long as we, like I said, this is going to be the test. This is going to be the test, and a week after this or 2 weeks after that, if the numbers start going up again,
they're gonna go.
then we have a problem. There's also another transient variant, super dynamic one taking over India and taking over another
Yeah.
country. I think it's Vietnam is having a problem. So
Somebody else bombing somebody. They just stopped bombing. I mean, it's crazy. I mean,
yeah,
it's crazy.
no,
That's what I said. It's too much news.
At its height.
yeah.
Yep.
You know what this is? This is like a war, right? You know when World War II happened
Yep.
This
and
is a
World
war.
War One. When World War One happened, not only did the people get killed on the battlefield, we also went through turmoil at home, and
Yep.
this is just the repercussions of those. Remember, there was 3 million people died. Okay, that's casual. That's war. Somebody somehow this thing was and I knew it because if they can't get us by air and they can't get us by the sea,
Forget it by land.
they're gonna get us by biohazardous diseases, and that's
Correct.
and that's when we're vulnerable. And they knew it, so
They know
and
it.
and and they're killing off the population in India, killing off the population in China. This is the world.
Yep.
But
Sad.
the
Love
thing
that
is for
chicken.
me,
Hey, listen, it's love that chicken at Popeyes. It's the same thing. The new
You know,
spicy chicken sandwich. It's
let me.
all fake food. It's chemicals. So now in Miami, there's a thing called the new drug. Have y'all heard about the new drug?
No.
no,
Right. It's called and that's exactly what it's called. It's called the new drug because they don't understand what it is and why it's making the kids do what they're doing. Because it's unnecessary things that they're doing. So the drug that they've been finding, they can't identify what it is. So now they're just calling it the new drug because it's not testing positive with anything else that they've tested before.
no, that's crazy. A quote from Kwame Brown. I just thank God that I'm not having that problem. I'm saved by Mama's cooking. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
I'm
Amen.
definitely saved by
Amen.
Mama's cooking, and
Amen.
and that's how I'm gonna live. I'm gonna stay under the trenches. I know there's bombs going off over top of my head. I'm gonna stay underneath the trenches, and I'm gonna watch my six.
Amen.
Anybody been in the military know how to watch your six. Let's go to the chats. We got Mr. Photogenic saying, "What's up, Tommy?" and Tommy Cats.
Yeah.
Um, Also, Apple Crescent says the Indian COVID mutation is the worst one, more contagious than the other strains. Gregory Smith. Gregory Smith says, "Hi, Apple Crescent, Tommy and Tommy Cast." I think Apple Crescent is kind of famous. T. Williams says, "Think about it if we had to grow up in this time." Yeah, that's a fact too. Um,
Yes, crazy.
yeah, and Mr. Photogenic says, I know Apple Crescent definitely wears
Miss
those marks,
Miss
especially
Photogenic.
with kids like ours.
Speaking about growing up in this, I mean, my boys have not. They're finally going to go back to the classroom in August here in Georgia. They've been out of school for a year and a half. It'll be a year and 5 months that they have not been in the classroom. That's mind blowing. I mean, honestly,
Well,
it's
my dad came out of school in third grade, but he still was a great dad. I'm just
yeah.
saying. You
Well,
understand?
you know
So they
what?
just
One
had
thing,
a long vacation, Mike. It's okay.
Well,
let
they've
me,
been
They,
let
they
me
doing
gave,
virtual. They're
gave
still
the
doing virtual,
parents
but still,
so
it's not the
gave
same.
the
Yeah.
parents some education. Help the parents a little bit. Kids help parents. They
Oh
help you
yeah.
guys understand, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, they're still in class. I mean, they do it online on computer and stuff, but
Online,
it's not
but you
the
have
same.
to
They're
watch them at
isolated.
home, right?
they
You have to
not in
feed them.
class.
Yeah.
They not
They're
in
not in
class.
class. You have to
They
feed
not.
them,
Let me
right?
tell you something. Let me give you the real. Let me give you the real, okay? And
Yeah.
I'm
Give me the
thinking,
real, Maurice. Talk about it. You're the
everybody's on this.
oldest. Talk about
Let me tell you
it.
something. These kids out here, when you tell some kid that there's no school,
Hmm.
they not going to school. When you
Right.
tell them, open up your laptop, you gonna tell somebody, a kid from the Bronx, that don't even, you're in a hood, to go to school. You know how many kids ain't even going to school, and they
No.
using COVID
Yeah.
as an excuse. And you know what's
Yes.
happening? Yeah. And this whole one
Yeah.
year,
Yeah.
we're destroying the kids' mental psyche right now. The
That's right.
gang members are saying, "Yeah, come on,
Socially, right?
come and join
Social
us."
in person.
That's right. The
Terrible.
gang members are right there. Come on and join us. Come on and be a part of our organization. You
They
know?
rapping and dancing and they doing all this stuff with makeup and hair, and you don't even know it. And you let your kids watch it right in front of your face, and you don't even
Mhm.
know what they're listening to.
Yep.
That's very clear. I've been clearing that for a very long time. That was one of the reasons why I went into the music industry because I had 37 nephews and nieces, and they needed to have someone else to look up to besides Jay-Z and Nas. And I respect them and I can appreciate them, but they weren't in my household. They weren't paying the bills like my dad
That's
was.
right.
So
That's right.
I needed to be the buffer between them and these celebrities. So when my
Mm.
nephews would see me working with Plies or Trey Songz, it made them look up to me and say, well, uncle is work. My uncle's there. My uncle know him. It's not a big deal. Who cares about a rapper? It's not a star. My uncle know them. It meant a big difference for me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So but you just have to step in. And that's why I said we all have a theory and thought. Now it's what are we going to do to make a difference? I'm 40 now. I'll be 50. You guys older than
When's
me.
your birthday?
What are we September 5th? What are we doing? What's
My dad was
next?
the third. Yeah.
Yeah. So what are we doing? That's the I met with Al Sharpton's daughters, both of the girls about a month ago. Same thing.
Yeah.
We're talking about everybody's trying to figure out what do we do to make it all better? How do we fix it? Is it online? Is it in person? Is there a conference needed? What do we do? What are we
Everybody
doing?
knows what the answer to that is. But the problem here's the problem. Everybody's about me, 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 right? And they're scared to go into the hood. They're scared to go. They think they're going. You know, and then you got the ones that once they get their low and brow and their dinner from their wife, and they got their bath water running, they're
And the
comfortable.
70-inch
Okay,
screen, flat screen with the movies.
yeah,
Right, I get it.
I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable instead of
I get
paying
it.
it forward. But you see, you're gonna live longer. You're gonna live longer, and you're gonna have more blessings when you pay it forward for real. And
That's
you don't
right.
have to pay it forward cash wise either.
No.
Yeah,
No.
no,
It's
it's
knowledge.
usually not about the cash. It's usually about the brain, the helping somebody get from one step to another,
That's
especially
right.
No,
the younger guys. And that's why I feel like a lot of this new generation is our fault because these are our kids and not me us personally on this phone, but our generation's fault because we were the Jay-Z's, we were the Diddy's, we were the fashion, we were the this is nice, this is the nice car, this is what you drive.
yeah, but
Not so much
how would
this
we
is how you plant squash or this is how you plant lettuce.
how
Mm.
do we blame ourselves when we have situations like Tulsa? Okay, we have situations like the crack epidemic, pandemic. When we have a surge in dope and fentanyl in the communities, when they actually use fentanyl for a drug in the doctor's office to help you get through certain pains, what
I blame us because we're not out there talking about those things. I blame us again because we're rapping about Bentley's broads and everything else. That's what our
yeah,
generation was. I'm part of it. I'm not. My daddy and my mama listened to Gladys Knight, and they talked about midnight trains to Georgia and stuff like that. My
Such a
yeah,
great
generation
song.
talked about Bentleys and mansions.
Yep.
yeah. Well, I'm
Not
gonna just say Kwame Brown said it very nice. I mean, there's a lot of people that ain't coming home for mama's cooking. You know what I'm saying? They ain't coming home for mama's cooking, and that's the problem. You got to come home for mama's cooking. Her
Mhm.
special seasoning. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the bottom line. You got to come home and find out where you came from, and that's definitely not happening. We're losing a generation of kids that are going in to jail for big numbers. Um,
Yep.
you know,
so maybe we have to change the narrative. Maybe it's no more of mama's seasoning, and they need some daddy muscle. Because these boys are acting like girls. They don't act like boys no more. Like you said, they don't hug women no more. They don't dance with women. They wear skinny jeans hanging
yeah,
off their ass. It's a different time.
Yep. True.
yeah, that's definitely a fact. And there's a lot of I seen a YouTube thing where these kids, they were saying, and I'm just quoting what they're saying. It's not my idea or whatever. I'm not, I'm gonna take a disclaimer on that one, but I'm just gonna say that, you know, these kids are going becoming flaming gays, and back in the days, it was just more like, what you did in the bedroom was your business. You know,
Right, correct.
But now this flaming stuff that's coming out, it's not just only them flaming, it's child abuse, it's dysfunction, it's a bipolar or mental health situations that's that you know when you have a tiger inside of you and it's trying to come out. Okay, you have anger inside of you. You're going to do stuff that people don't like, and you don't give a freak about what people say about that. And that's the mentality. But I don't want to say too much because you know LGBTQ will hang you up.
Well, it's not LGBTQ no more. It's LGBTQRSTUVWXYZ, and they
And
know that. So it's so many different kind of
Yeah.
people, genders, races, relate. That's what the numbness again, Maurice, and that's why I said it's the moving forward, because we already know, and they know who they are. Everybody knows who they are. I don't care what you like and what you love. I care what you want to hurt more, because that's the
That's
problem.
right.
It's the hurting other people that's causing the problem. It's not what you like. I don't care what you like. If you like dogs, you know, that's your thing. But it's the hurt. What you're hurting is the problem. And
Be
so
careful, Boogie.
if you have mental problems, or if you need help somewhere, if people aren't getting the help that they need because there's no PSAs that come on TV like Smokey the Bear anymore and say, not throw a cigarette out the window and burn up the forest. How about not run from a cop so you don't get shot in the back? Why don't we
That's
see
right.
those PSAs? Why can't we see those examples of how you should pull over a person, and if you panic and not make a mistake and grab your gun and think it's a taser? Where are those PSAs? Those are free.
True.
yeah,
But we see little Nas X and blood dripping out of Nikes, dancing on the devil, molesting the devil.
yeah. Well, I mean, this goes in
What is
Apple
the
Crescent.
narrative?
Apple Crescent, I definitely see you over there. You know, I hear you, and Apple Crescent's hitting a lot of points over there in the chats. Let me just say this:
Yeah.
the film industry is a part of the problem, and let me tell you something. I've been in the industry for a minute. Been with ASCAP for a minute,
I
and
did my internship at ASCAP, Maurice, under Ian Burke in Atlanta.
okay, nice, nice, nice.
Yeah,
So when I was working on Law and Order, um, I noticed that there's of a lot of pushing the agenda going on in film, and the pushing of the agenda is getting out of hand, and the people that are behind the camera has too much control. And it's when we used to look at movies like um, what's the two guys put the ball on first and second, Abbott and
Oh,
Costello,
Abbott and Costello.
right? Anybody remember that?
yeah,
Absolutely. Used to
yeah.
watch
Okay,
on Sundays.
all
I
right.
remember.
Stuff like Abbott and Costello. You know, I don't know if I'm on the same vibe, but I'm losing it. But it's a whole different time now.
No,
It's a
it really
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
definitely a whole different time. It
it's a
really,
whole
and that's one of the things that they supposedly behind the scenes, that there is supposed to be more consciousness of the shows that they're allowing to be played. That's why supposedly the networks are steering away from the love and hip hops, or the 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 dramatic shows. They don't want any more of those. This is supposed to be the new changes. So let's see, because the new generation, they love the drama because they grew up with the iPhone in their hand. They can
Mhm.
see whatever they want to see. We had to wait to hear about it at church on Sunday. We didn't have Instagram, iPhone. We had a book bag with a notepad, pen, a ruler, a bank pad, a phone if you had one, a flip phone, or whatever. Everything
Yep,
that you had in the book bag, they got in their hand.
it's true.
Yeah, and
Everything.
something. Let me just. I might probably want to say something. I can see it in your face. Let me just say this really quick. Um,
Yes,
you
you do.
asked me what can we do, right? I have an organization called SAVER. SAVER means Stop Anger, Unfold Violence, Educate and Redeem. If you go to SAVER program SAUVER program on your internet, you see that I take the kids and I'm teaching them how to put together how to speak on a platform and communicate with each other about issues that they're facing as youth. And I'm also making a platform so that they can come and dance. Like, and then we did
Well, so
something that's
that's
like a
dope.
soul train. So, and hold on one second. Let me just finish this. So the thing
You know,
is that I wasn't getting paid for that. Okay, but I was putting them on TV. I was getting them all together in one place. I had people, organizations from the city of Newark, New Jersey, are working with me to help. All the mayors and all those guys. But what were you gonna say?
no, I was saying that's actually one of the things that we were talking about. That I was talking with the Sharpton girls, and was putting together a convention like that here in Miami, where we could get the people want to come here. We have the space, but just getting people here to do those things, but not on a smaller scale, on a large scale,
Yeah.
where we bring students in from all over the world to experience this convention where they're learning this. Everybody's learning it. It's the place to be. It's the new thing to be positive, to speak up, to speak out, to talk about things. It's clear now. We know what's going on in America. If you're a black man and you're scared to go outside, I understand why. If you're a little kid, you're scared to go to school. I understand why, but PSA. But what you've done already is what we're trying to put together. Just again on a national level, at least for now, so that we can have the officers here at this convention, and we can have an open space with a car and a cop pull over a kid and actually demonstrate how to do this. If you're afraid, officer, because this kid is dark skinned and you can't quite see the difference between a gun in his hand, I get it. But don't fear because it's just a phone. Or try to read the kid's personality. Let's all keep an even tone. Everybody, let's practice it. Let's try it. It's not that bad because you could go to jail, officer, for the rest of your life too. Your
Yep.
county will have to spend a lot of money, and then you can't replace this life after you oops made a mistake and pulled the taser. I mean the gun. You know what I'm saying? So let's what are we doing though? This is what we working on now. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And so this would really be something I'd like to talk to the Sharpton girls about it more because they're with it. We have an amazing attorney here. I don't know if you know her, but she represents the guy. I forget the attorney that has Trayvon and had the Charles Floyd case. The big attorney.
Hmm.
She runs the firm for him, and she's my attorney. She's handling some cases for me too. Her name is Jasmine Rand, but they have a big project going on, and this is something I definitely like to bring you in and talk to you more about and see if it's something that you're interested in. And then just all the amazing things, like even with the stuff that Mike does with the art, giving the kids something to do. We had
Yeah.
stuff to do.
Listen, whatever you need from me, just let me know.
It's
Right.
just it's it's
That's it.
it's just it's just that it's what you do. We
So
had a
here's the
big
thing, right? Here's the thing. I used to go. I used to, they used to allow me to go from school to school, and do this kind of thing, similar to like what you're saying. But I'm just throwing an idea out there, right?
Yeah.
How about school to school? You know, you know, because that's what I did with Xavier. I would go into a church, I would go into a school, I would have Xavier there. I would put the Xavier rules. There's rules in Xavier. Okay. SAUVER. When you first come to Xavier, it's a step up program. The first letter is stop. That means you stop, you understand that you are ready, this you hit bottom, stop, right? We deal with that first one. Now we're gonna after that, you graduate with a graduation to the next one. And now you're gonna deal with anger, right? So now we got a whole thing of anger. See, now I'm telling too much, and somebody's gonna take my
no,
idea.
no,
But I'm
no,
just
I get it. But
No,
and I get it, and I get it because it's a lot of anger, but we
and then the other
understand
thing,
why
and then the other
there
thing,
is.
and then the other thing is this: we need to start walking some kids back to their father.
That's what I said. Change the narrative because moms was needed when we
We
needed the
need to go
nurturing. But
find the father and take the kid back to the father, and that should be a show. How about that?
I mean, I mean, that's one. I'm with it, but there needs to be a platform for this all to start from. There needs to be
The Savia organization, stop,
stop
stop,
anger.
unfold violence, educate, and redeem.
Yeah, I mean exactly that, and having really good people to talk to these kids. People
Profe-
need to talk, and
not
I'm
just
so
not
I
just
love it.
professionals, not just professionals, because we got too many of them.
Oh no
Okay,
no
It's
no
got to
no
you
no
come
know,
no.
from the
yeah,
ground up.
yeah,
Yeah,
they got.
yeah, not just professionals, absolutely professionals too. Because I
Mhm. Yeah,
don't
yeah,
take nothing from a professional,
that's true
but
too.
it's
Yeah,
everybody. From a bum on the street can give you advice because that's where you could be if you don't take care of yourself and your life as a young child. And a lot of these kids that are between 15 and 25 and 30 who are going crazy don't realize that maybe they will make it to 30 and 40 because most of the mentality of the new kids is we don't care about tomorrow. We want to live today because we're not promised to be here tomorrow. That's how they live. I have a nephew like that. One of my nephews, the only one that I don't really have a relationship with, because and it's crazy. He feels like because him and his wife make almost $200,000 a year, that they don't have to care about saving money for what? They buy all the Jordans that they want. They
On
don't
the
care.
contrary, right?
We work for it. It's our money, and we may not even be here in 5 years. So why save it like our elders do and then die and don't have it? That's
that's a
the
fact.
theory of a lot of the younger generation. It's popcorn. They want it right now. They don't want to wait. They don't want to shake no Jiffy Pop or wait for no damn, excuse me,
Jiffy
no
Pop.
popcorn machine to heat up. They want to put it in the microwave and go.
Yeah, yeah,
So
because everything is fast. Everything is eyelashes. Everything is butt. Everything is long hair. Everything is makeup. Everything is
well, it was always but it was
everything is
always but long
foundation.
hair. It just used to be real.
Yeah, but let me go into the chat here real quick here. We got we got a lot of comments here, and I just wanted to let y'all know that we do see your comments, and we definitely we're gonna run them down. Apple Crescent says awareness is everything to make a change. T. Williams says please need to take and work on their own families. In my opinion, this would help. Mr. Photogenic says, yes, Apple Crescent daughters graduate June 4th. I'm a super proud mommy. Amen to that. China Black T. Williams.
Congratulations.
Yes, yes.
Right.
Congratulations. Yeah, yep. Lots of parents are failing their children. Yes, they are. Apple Crescent says, congrats, huge accomplishment. You are one of the very proud mamas. That's nice. T. Williams says, no one can push an agenda on someone with a strong foundation or constitution. That's from T. Williams. Apple Crescent says, a lot of TV programs use violence for entertainment and ratings like hip hop TV. Unfortunately, they need a new narrative. T. Williams says the question is who weakened the foundation in these young people. Apple Crescent, exactly. They learn what they see. Consistency is the key. T.
That's right.
Williams foundation is built by mom and dad first. It is the strongest building block. And so we go on. Johnny Cochran, firm believer. Keep the movement going from the preschools all the way through. Yes, yes, definitely. Saver, and all the love. If I skip, you don't mind me. My mouth is getting dry. But definitely thanks on those comments over there. Yeah, we definitely speaking
Check
that.
out the Severe Maurice platform for advice, education, and support. Thanks.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I need to shout out myself. I should have. I just went past it like, oh, another Savia. So sometimes I don't shout out myself. And see, I come from a different place. When what I do, and I've come from a hurt place. So in order for me, and I almost lost my life, and so when I survived that, You know that same thing everybody does. God, if you just let me live this thing, I'll go and I'll continue to do what I was do. You know, and this is what my whole drive is. You know, because he saved me, and I got to give back, man.
Absolutely.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. He saved all of us. He saved a man like me too.
Yeah, man. 'Cause boy, back in the days, it was drugs like crazy.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was born and raised in Jersey.
Yeah, drugs,
I
alcohol,
made it.
sex, money, and what's that? Sex, rock and roll, and
Well,
yeah,
it's sex, money, murder now.
yeah, a
Yeah.
whole different world. You know,
That's a
but the thing
different
is that I made it through, and I'm here today as an example, or just being able to the words that come out my mouth is it it comes from inside my stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Wow, that's powerful.
Yeah. That is that's true. Well,
Thanks for those words. I appreciate those words, man.
It's all good, man. You know, I just living this New York life, man. This New York stuff, man. I'm telling you, New York is a
Wow.
beast.
it's
Yeah,
crazy.
Miami has been really interesting on a whole nother level. New York is definitely that because of the mentality, just the work, right? Just the
Mhm.
work load. In Miami, work is hospitality, boating, uh entertainment. It's a different. So I'm in a different, totally different mindset being in South Florida, bro, and even doing the broker work that I do down here, it just has me in a different place. But I don't want to be that guy that gets comfortable in front of the 80-inch screen. I want to be active. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
want to help kids. You know the
Well, we all have to have purpose, right? That's what keeps us going. It's
Right. And that's the thing. You know, you want a grant, right? You want money, you want supporters, right? You know, if you want to support us, right, there's a way to go about doing it, right? So say if you say the Cancer Society, you know, you're gonna do a raffle, right? And you're gonna donate X amount of money. Come on, you know this thing. You know, you're gonna donate X amount of money to the raffle, and then I mean to this Cancer Society, and then the rest, is what we do is what's going to get us to the next level, because that's what people look at.
Mhm.
They look at
right.
what you do.
And how could you help me?
Yeah,
Because everybody wants help.
what kind of a heart do you have? Are you about the people? Are you about helping your next person? Because if I gave money to somebody, I believe somebody would give money to me. If I donated and they would like, wow, that guy's a nice guy. Let me donate to his cause. I don't know. Maybe I'm talking too much.
No, no, I agree, and I think that's true. I get it. No, that's true. You give and you get. That's how it's supposed to go. I believe in karma. You know what I'm saying? So you get what you give, but you have
Yeah.
to give. So that's important, and I think just our time is probably the most important thing.
Yeah.
It's just our time. Money is going to come. Money is there. Actually, money is already there. We chase the money for some reason. I don't care about the money. It's other things that need to be done, and that's correcting these kids. They need help. They need us. They need
Yep.
dads. They like I was gonna say this. Somebody has say so. This is how I think. So I can imagine how people all over the world may think, right? Because everybody's different. But I'm that kind of person that'll say, "Man, I need to get up and go in here and drink some water. Man, I need to get in here and go drink some water." And my girl say, "Go get drink some water." I'll be like, "Okay, I'll get up and go do it right now." I'm the kind of person, if you tell me to do it, I'll go do it. I don't mind, but some people won't tell you because they don't think you may want to do it. They don't know if you will do it. You just don't know. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
that's what I say. A lot of people need help like that. There's a lot of people that need to be told what to do. These boys don't like. I've told little kids, man, pull your pants up. That don't look right. And they be like, "Oh yes, sir. I'm sorry. You're right." They not be mad because if not, they just see what their friends doing, so they think it's cool because their friends sagging. They don't know that that was for if you was in jail. That means you're available. They don't
Yeah,
know until you
Is
tell
that
them.
what it really means?
it has all kind of meanings when you sag your pants, but yeah, in jail that was supposed to be the
Wow.
theory. If your pants are sagging below your butt line, that means yeah, you're available. That's
Wow. Never,
how you get down. So
never.
right, but so again, like I with Maurice, it's about changing the narrative with these kids and just being there to help them and just putting things out there just to keep it going. Because
Yeah.
like I said, you can sit and watch TV and chase chicks all day, but or just play with the dog all afternoon. But if you ain't helping nobody, if you're not helping somebody, at least one person, then there's a lot of unfortunate kids that don't
Yep.
have dads. I I got a strong dad. My mother died. My father never not came home before
Yep.
in my life. So I'm
Do
lucky.
you do you think that a woman can raise a boy?
She can
Yes.
raise him, but she can't teach him how to be a man. So yeah, absolutely, she could probably raise him better than a man because a woman can typically keep a roof over her head a lot easier, and she knows how to cook typically and don't mind and breastfeed. So yeah, she can raise him, but teach him how to be a man is different.
Yeah, let's ask people in the chat that same question. Do you think a woman can raise a young boy? You know, what is your thoughts on that one? Yeah, that's a big question right there. Because if the boy doesn't have something to look at, right? I don't know. I'm just throwing this out there. I'm just throwing it out there. People don't come for me. All right, you know what I'm saying? Don't come for me because I feel like they're about to come for me. But if you're a boy and you're watching a girl, a female doing certain things, you probably pick that up. You know, uh, uh,
There,
I,
there'll be a gap. There will be a gap because you want to emulate someone. You want to learn the certain things.
So you think if
From
you keep
a
watching
male
your
role
mother braid her
model.
hair,
Yes.
you're not a braid your hair because as a
yeah, 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 yeah,
you
Yeah,
can
I
do
yeah.
haven't do
cornrows
that yet.
because you watch your
Exactly.
mom do a cornrow. So you at the football field doing your
I
hair
could I
cornrows
could braid the beard
at
about a
football
little bit.
practice.
That's about it. I'll look like Bo Derek with a fat belly.
Yeah, yo,
Yeah.
It's
yo,
2021, bro.
yo,
I'm
yo.
done.
Listen, let me tell you something. There's a
Imagine me coming out with braided hair all down, all thin cornrows,
Maurice
boom,
used
right
to
down
do
there.
comedy, bro.
I'll be filming the second version of a Gold Member with Austin Powers.
yeah,
Me. I'm
yeah.
going live, mate.
You see it now. You see it now. These guys out here, they got their hair in a bun. You know what I'm saying? I
No.
mean,
Yo,
they have.
watching them put it in the bun be the funniest. It's not when you see it with the bun, but when they do like that with the hair and pull
Yeah,
Oh,
it
the
up
whip.
and do all of
Let
the
me tell you
twists.
something. My boys are 10. They look like they're mini versions of Led Zeppelin, right? So when it gets super hot, I'm like, guys, why don't you just pin up for a second? They're like, what are you kidding me, Dad? I'm not pinning my hair up. That's for girls. They're long curls. Looks like Robert Plant. I mean, Oliver and Wyatt. Oh man, they look like rock stars. They're the little rock
Um,
stars, and they're great kids. They're really good kids when they're
yeah,
not
but
being
but
hard at
that's
each
what I'm
other. Yeah,
saying. But they can do like that. You know what I'm saying
they've
with the
never done
haircut.
it yet. I mean, 10 years, never. They never did that. What they're like White
Marie,
Snake and they're like members of White Snake and
all kids
what's
do
it?
that like that.
they,
The
You're
best part.
my cherry pie. Whip it back, the whole thing. What the hell?
listen. Okay, all right.
Whoppa.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
no.
know,
Right there.
So again, this is
That's
this is the
funny.
problem. We're sending the wrong message, and let's go into because the smoke is here. The smoke is in the chat room. Let's go to the chat room. All right.
Let's see what we got.
All right. So we got
That's right. Apple
T
Christmas
Williams.
time.
You want to do it?
Yeah, who we got? What do we
You
got
got
here? Let me
T
get in my
Williams.
announcer voice.
Kids tend to do what they see.
Not what you say.
Miss
By the way,
Photogenic.
who's T. Williams?
I don't know. Mr. Photogenic says,
Mysterious man that he is.
exactly. I agree. A woman raised a boy, but he won't become a man without a man's guidance. Trust me, I know. My ex-husband was that little boy.
I think it all
Wow.
depends on your circumstance. I mean,
Wait, wait,
honestly,
wait,
I
wait,
think it does.
wait, wait. Hold up. Wait,
Yeah.
stop the press. Wait. Let's read this one more time. Miss Photogenic says, exactly. I agree. A woman raised a boy, but he won't become a man without a man's guidance. Trust me, I know. My ex-husband was that little
Little
boy.
boy, yeah.
Okay, so I mean, I feel like there's some shade going on right there, but I'm gonna leave that alone. Apple Crescent says you can't judge a parent on what they can do, as every
Correct.
situation
I
is
agree.
different.
Correct.
Not every dad is a good dad either.
Absolutely.
Same for moms.
That's
I
right.
don't know. I don't know.
I think
No.
there is.
I mean, no, and
I
that,
mean,
what, that they could be. They're right because a dad, you if you're if it's a dad raising a girl, it's a different circumstance,
that's
right?
right.
Absolutely, because dad may shave his face or he may do his hair differently, so the girl may look like a stud. Who knows, right? Is no way to judge who's a good or bad, what's good or bad.
Never.
Nobody don't
Yeah.
know. It
It all
All
wasn't
right.
just
depends
up
on
to the
circumstance.
parent.
I
It
think.
was it was everybody. It wasn't just your parent. It was your school teachers, your pastor, your grandmother, your lady next door. It was different people. It was a community. Now it's everybody's kind of selfish. These are my children.
Yeah.
No, back in the day, if you cut up, your neighbor will whoop your behind. You know what I'm saying? Get right. So it's not like that anymore. It's our kids. Everybody knows what's right for their kids. So that's why COVID was great. Take care of your kids. You got it all figured out. Take care of your kids.
Well, I
The
mean,
That's
crazy
it.
thing is we don't. Every day is a
so
new day. There's
it
stuff
is.
that goes down. I'm just like, I have no idea what the hell to do. It's all new to me. It's
Well,
all
T.
new.
Williams,
It's all new.
T.
It's all new.
Williams
Every day
says,
is new.
T. Williams says she can raise him, but needs to have a strong role model involved in his development. Apple Crescent says it takes a village of good role models to raise kids.
That's
Period.
right. That's
Apple
right.
That's
Crescent.
true.
Apple Crescent says, has Tommy fell asleep? We don't know. Mr. Photogenic
He's
says
gone into the abyss.
the
That's all
he
we
boys
been
raised
know.
my
you
single
said he
mom.
was somebody said he went skiing a long time ago.
He's hanging
He
with
said-
James Bond. That's where he's hanging. You don't know. He's having a dried martini or whatever you want to call it. Waiting for
oh
the
man,
movie to
this has
come
been
out.
great.
You
This
know.
has been great, man. This 2 hours has been I can't even believe 2 hours went by. This has been a good time. We have to do this again, guys.
Oh yeah,
But yeah, we
absolutely,
gotta do this. We
brother.
definitely got
I
Maurice, we gotta
Sean,
talk,
I still
man.
have those Timberland boots that you
Yeah.
left in my car. God knows where they are. They're packed away somewhere in my
Oh my
garage. I
god.
don't even know where the hell they are.
I probably can't even fit them anymore. That was back like what, 10
That was
years
like
ago?
13 years ago.
15 years
Yeah,
ago?
where'd that go?
That's when you first got that little box car. What was that, like an Element or something?
Oh, that was you mean the STI, the fast one?
The square thing. Remember it was like a box? It was
Yeah.
a square car. The
Oh,
first
the
new
Cube.
one
We
when they
still
first
got
came
it.
out.
I
The
still have
Element,
it.
right? Was it something when they first came out?
Nissan Cube, 2010.
The key,
I love that
yeah, so
car.
that was 10 years ago. I told you.
Oh my God. I've
Them
got.
Tims probably dry rotted.
No, it's got hardly anybody. I got 74,000 miles. Lisa
I
doesn't
said the
even drive that
Timberlands,
car.
not the car, silly. The Tims, not the car.
Oh, the rims. Oh yeah. Yeah, but I got that. I got two vintage, and I got my little Fiat Abarth. I got two Porsches. I got a 70. Oh man, I just drove this. I have a 73 914, and I just drove it 1,000 miles down to Amelia Island, and oh, it was incredible. It was so
Good
great. It
experience.
was like it wasn't enough time in it, but my knees were killing me. It was like I felt like a human pretzel in that thing. But it was, and I'll tell you, everybody who's out there, if you ever want it, you're like, oh, I can't get a vintage car. There's no way. You could get them cheap. I picked up a 944 for $5,500, and down here in Atlanta, anything 25 years or older, you get full depreciation on the car. So instead of paying, $1,000, I paid $58 on my 73. That's about 35 grand now. It's gone up about 10 or 12 grand, and I paid $90 with taxes and everything, personalized plates. I never got paid 73 2-liter, because of the Porsche thing. And it's gone up in value. It's like a little rolling CD. So if you never think you can, you can. And let me tell you something. You put a smile on you get stopped like you're a celebrity. Oh my God, I used to have that car. You're making everybody happy. You're stopping that pattern of whatever's going on, whether it's all good or all negative or this or that, whatever that is. That's not for me to judge. All I know is that I'm putting a smile on somebody's face and my own. And I drive it every day. It's like my daily car. And it's the price of a Corolla, for God's sake. I mean, it's the coolest thing.
Hey,
And,
Mike,
it doesn't have to be expensive, but it could be
listen.
fun.
2 years ago, Mike, I bought a brand new Cadillac XTS.
Oh, I
And
remember
two
that.
years,
Yeah, that's nice. The
two
black
years
one, right?
later, I'm still driving it. I love my Cadillac.
Caddy,
I
baby.
never thought it's my first Cadillac. I never thought out of
Oh,
all the
man.
Mercedes and Jettas and foreign cars I had, I never thought I'd be a
I love
Cadillac,
Cadillac.
man.
My
I'm
dad
getting a.
had one.
My
He had,
dad did too. He had the '84 brand new Fleetwood Broom, the same year I think
oh,
Mr.
yeah. They
Williams
were like
had the.
35 grand back then.
Yeah,
They
he
had
had the same
30,000,
year
20 to
Mr.
30 grand.
Williams got that. The same year Mr. Williams got the new Lincoln, the '84 Lincoln you were
Yep.
talking about. My father bought the '84 Fleetwood Broom
Does he still
Burgundy.
have it?
No, he went from Cadillac. My dad probably had 5 Cadillacs, and then
Yeah.
he went Lincoln, and then he had 5 Lincolns at the end. So
My
now he has
grandparents,
the
you know
Jeep.
what Lincoln I love is my favorite of all time? My grandmother had a 1968 Mark III in blood burgundy with black and oh my God, you
Yeah,
got
my
to
dad's car was
oh,
blood burgundy.
gorgeous. I would buy that car in a heartbeat.
That was
And
beautiful.
they're expensive now, but oh
Yeah,
yeah, just
definitely,
unbelievable. Just unbelievable.
completely.
So we're the last of the Mohicans right now here. We got
Yeah, I don't know if Maurice signed out. I see his emoji still
No,
there, but he might.
I'm
oh,
still
he's
here.
still there.
I'm still
Okay,
Okay,
here.
boys.
I'm
yeah, he's
All
great.
right, Matt.
I'm camming out for some parental guidance.
Hey,
Yeah.
thank
So
you very much. I appreciate you, Maurice.
I gotta
Good.
cancel out parental guidance.
I got a good image of you right now.
Yeah,
Does look like Mr.
Don't
Williams.
ruin the image, Maurice.
yeah.
So what are you doing now down in Miami? What are you producing? Like, what's going on? You're doing what? I know music,
So
but
right now, I'm one of the executive producers on Dogman, the DMX film for
okay,
Antonio Simmons.
yeah.
And right now, I don't know what position I'm playing with this other particular project. I don't know if you're familiar with the Cocaine Cowboy story.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I used to watch those documentaries all the time.
Well, he's home from jail now, and the guy who's producing his documentary just asked me to come on to DP, and I don't even DP, so
Yeah,
we're in talks about where I would put myself. He just wants me on board, but DP, and I don't even DP. I'm not interested in that. So I'll probably be doing some assistant directing work,
that's
something
awesome.
I'm more comfortable with. But that, and then I'm still shooting independent music videos for recording artists because I'm always trying to help the youth. So
Yep.
if they have a song and if I can write the treatment and not allow another director to write the treatment, I feel better because I don't write treatment with guns and bats and knives. I don't write those kind
Yep.
of video treatments. No. If it's a bad story, I try to always make something good at the end. And it's
Yeah.
so if it's about somebody getting killed, then this is going to be dedicated to a child abuse company
Yep.
or an agency that represents child abuse. We're
Yeah.
not going to show it in a negative light.
That's
So
good.
that, and then I'm brokering. I partnered with a young lady here in Miami, a Spanish lady. She's been like a broker here for about 30 years. She brokers jet skis, yachts, and exotic rental cars.
Wow.
And so, like, I came in and started doing some brokering with her, and I kind of took over the port down here. I had more sales than
Nice.
almost any of the reps on South Beach out
Wow.
on the tours. So, because it's
Brother, that's
mostly
good.
black kids here, so they're all Spanish. I'm like the only black guy,
Mm-hmm.
and I know hip hop, and my
Yep.
Instagram is a little more popular than theirs.
Yeah.
They're just basic people, and they don't, like I said, they're Cuban Spanish, so their English isn't super great. So they don't know. So I just been doing really well with doing that. So that's it. I mean, just
How should
Taking it
hey,
easy.
you know what I want to ask you? Speaking of
Sure.
Instagram and stuff, my Instagram is very. I don't do anything with that stuff. I got like, if I have 1,100 people, it's nothing. And that's a lot. And I want to be able to take my artwork and get it to the next level. I was talking with a guy who I met who does YouTube, and he's got 168,000 subscribers, but he he doesn't make that much off of it. He was telling me, minimal. But
Well,
I want to
because
be able to get
because
my
probably what
platform up, huh?
because probably what he's doing isn't garnering the numbers. How old is he? First of all, and I can tell you how old he
He's
is.
like 35. It's all automobiles. It's all car stuff and
Right. So that's
projects.
nothing. Right. Social media. That's not super interesting.
Right.
I can tell you a simple way to make money by doing what you're doing way easier than that. You want to? How old are your kids?
10.
Both of them?
They're twins.
Twins. I would take the twins and I would have them painting or opening every whatever art you do, you let them be the platform. You say, "Hey guys, today we're going to be examining the artwork of such and such." And they'll go on and all the kids all over the world that love art will follow them
Oh
because
yeah,
they're
that's a good idea.
kids. They don't care about adults because we're not the majority that's online. There's millions of little kids online.
Yeah,
There's only thousands of older people
that's
Yeah,
online.
true.
just like
Especially,
they say on YouTube, they
Yeah,
say when your channel is kid friendly, you can be seen a lot more.
yeah.
And also, I just wanted to say about the parental guidance thing. I was changing my shirt. I'm under these lamps, and yeah,
That's hot, right?
yeah, I
I
had
had
to
to say, yeah, it was getting too hot, man.
Yeah. It's
man.
funny.
Oh, and I'm sorry. I meant to say one. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I did before you start, Michael. You said something about Tashira.
To share.
Yeah, you said you're gonna you got something going on with Tashira DMX.
Oh, Dogman with Antonio Simmons. Yes, and it's been an interesting ride because so my partner, she's vice president over at Def Jam. She's VP of video, Yolanda Geralds. It's my
Okay.
business partner for like 12 years. And so Antonio asked me to take the project to Def Jam. And so I took the project to Def Jam. The owner of Def Jam reviewed the project, and it was all valid. DMX talks, but he has footage of DMX talking about it. Swiss Beats talking about it. The owner of Rough Riders talking about it. Everybody talking about Dogman this project. And so we were working. We were working on stuff. We met at a Bitcoin convention on a yacht here in Miami. Him, few professional skateboarders, some rich millionaire guys. There's a bunch of us, some music
Yeah.
producers from Atlanta. We all went out on a yacht, and that's where we met. And he found out that I had done work previously with Rough Riders on the production side, and just found out a bunch. So he asked me if I would come on board with the project, and I was like, sure. So we were filming like some B-roll stuff. I had rented some mansions for him because we were just doing some setup shots based on the film. And about 3 or 4 weeks into production, from when I came on, because they've been filming for 20 plus years, this Dogman project. But when I came on, about 3 or 4 weeks into the project, DMX went into a coma
Ah,
and
Yeah.
died.
yeah. That's
So
tough.
it's been challenging for the last few weeks because as executive producer, we were, pitching to Def Jam that this is like DMX's last movie. So they have a documentary on him, of course, that HBO is doing. So that was one of the reasons that Def Jam didn't want to take the project because they already had hands on the project. But from a documentary standpoint of view, not from all of DMX's business standpoint of view. They
Yeah.
only have like the stuff that the media know. Like Antonio is the guy that takes care of the baby mothers. He has the most of DMX kids with him all the time.
Mm.
Like he's like family. You know what I'm saying? So he has a different story and he has a different type of footage. That's why it's called Dogman. The film is about Dogman. So it's a whole storyline. And when X was the lead, but now we have to find somebody to play X. So it's almost like starting all
Challenging.
over again.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I'm telling
challenging.
you,
Same.
his death has affected the Rough Rider camp. I'm very close to the Rough Rider camp. Sham Shadeen, the father, and why, and
Yeah.
it has affected the whole camp because this was supposed to be a Rough Rider comeback, and now he died, and so now it's like it's just a whole nother thing now, so yeah, a lot of people are affected by this whole situation.
And
Yeah.
what happened? I mean, he overdosed. Is that what? It was unfortunate, but
Yeah,
Yeah. Pretty much.
what happened was he went back to his town, and I'm gonna tell you something about Yonkers. Yonkers is a dark cloud over Yonkers,
yeah.
and I'm sure what happened was somebody from the hood said they had what they get high, and he ran into them, and or he would have just, or maybe he just wanted to get high, and he ran it, and he just went, because when back in the days when he used to get high, it was not a joke. He would have, it was just. I'm not even going to get into his personal thing because I'm started saying stuff, but I'm just going to say that he wasn't just taking one and two. Um, he had money,
Right.
and
I've
if
been
it
around X several times. Definitely, if he was sober, he was high. That's how X is. That's his whole
well,
character.
you see the thing about it, when you come down off of crack, right?
Hmm.
Um, it leaves you in a state of mind,
Hmm.
and if you see, when you got money is different.
Hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Like me, like say if somebody's a regular street crackhead, it's harder for them to get money. You know, where X is not hard. And there you go.
Oh yeah.
And plus, when you're in the industry and
People
you
give you drugs.
if you're an addict before you got into the industry, that is a train wreck
Yeah.
right there. Because I mean, if you know, Whitney Houston was an addict
I was
before
just
she got into the industry.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
No, the whole
I,
family.
I
Personally.
I worked with her on The Preacher's Wife.
Wow.
And I believe it or not, it was so amazing. Her face, she has these like a crater on the side of her face, and you would never know the makeup that she puts on to cover her face, but that's that dope. That dope makes holes in your face.
That's sad. That's
You
so
know,
sad. That's so sad.
so
That's
yeah.
sad. But yeah.
Oh, I mean, the whole thing with Whitney. I mean, it's terrible. And what's so sad is, out of all of that, it's her daughter. I mean, and everything, and and obviously,
Yeah,
I'm
I produced the Pray for BK video. I
the
actually
one.
directed that, but they did a Pray for BK, a Pray for Bobby Christina
Yeah, yeah.
visual. Yeah, prayer visual. I directed it. I got the director
Oh,
for the
wow,
film.
wow.
Yeah, it was dope. Years ago.
Yeah.
It was
I mean, she's
amazing
so young.
project.
I mean, Whitney was what, 48 years old when she died, or whatever it was. I mean, and the daughter was what, 24, 25, or something like that. I mean,
I
it's
know.
just
I know.
terrible, 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 terrible. I mean, just terrible. It's, you know, uh,
Yeah, I remember talking to Nancy Grace. I went on the Nancy Grace show and we talked about it.
Thank you, Apple Crescent. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I went on and talked to Nancy Grace about Bobby Christina. You know how Nancy Grace is. She's so opinionated. And
yeah,
she was just disgusted. Everybody was just disgusted because Whitney was like a star. Like she wasn't just a R&B singer. She was a star.
she was bona fide on the Cloud 9. I mean,
You
she was
you loved her.
yeah.
You
I mean,
loved her. That was the best. That's the best Wendy Williams argument I ever seen was with Whitney and Wendy. That was the best I've ever. That's what garnered Wendy a show.
that
Was
is
her and Whitney's
got fired,
interview.
did she get fired or something. I remember when all that stuff went down. She was living in, I think she was living in Newark at the time or something, in the townhouse or
No, she
something
didn't
like.
get fired. She got a bigger deal
Oh,
because
bigger.
of that.
All right, it was
Yeah, she
something.
got a bigger deal or something. I
Oh,
think she got in trouble, but it led to
Philadelphia.
the bigger
Never mind.
deal. Like, yeah, it led to the bigger deal that she needs to be on TV apparently, because that was so dope. I remember watching that. I was in Atlanta because I'm a Jersey kid. I love Whitney and I love Wendy. So it was like, oh shit. And they hear them two go back and forth on some Jersey girl shit. Excuse me, on some girls Jersey girl. It was like everything for me. So to listen to it, how real she was, and both of them expressing themselves because they're both very, very, very real Jersey girls, very
Yeah.
real Jersey. So just to hear it was
It really was
amazing.
so. I mean, that voice of hers, was like epic, so epic, and it was destroyed. And it was just, and when she came back, for Clive Davis or whatever it was, and she could hardly sing. I mean, it's just such a sad thing. You feel for
But
them.
even you're right, and like Marie said, not even just the singer, but the look, how she looked, in person, to see that.
I saw her without
What
makeup.
had a whole
I saw her without makeup. Okay. So
have a
and
hole that went right through the other side, or no?
no.
No, it's like craters from
It's like a
the
crater.
dope. Like what dope does to people's face, how it makes it eats out.
No.
I guess the
Oh,
inside of this face. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
terrible. That's just.
Yeah.
You
Nah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
don't,
It was amazing. And the people that were doing her hair were more nastier than Whitney was. Whitney, when we was on the set of The Preacher's Wife, she was so like very upbeat, very nice. And she showed a whole lot of love. I went over to the
Oh,
stand and
she
I was
was
getting.
beautiful to me when I met her. She said, "I love you, baby." She said all of that. She was just a nice person every time I met
Yeah.
her.
how
Yeah.
tall?
Gentle.
Like 5'7", 5'8", or something like that.
She's about my height.
How tall
I
are you?
think, I think I'm five. Well, I'm 5'11". She seems like she's maybe 5'9", 5'10".
Yeah,
I'm
maybe
thinking
about 5'9".
because you got to understand Bobby. You got to understand Bobby is about 6 something.
Is he
Okay.
really?
Yeah, Bobby's tall. I remember me and Bobby used to hang out in the clubs in Manhattan, and I saw him with the white stuff,
Yeah.
and so but um yeah, she's about my height.
I remember when she first came out, when she sings "I Want to Dance with Somebody." She was 24 years old. I was in love. She
But
was
you
hot.
know what? The tragedy in that whole thing, not even just Bobby Christina.
Yeah.
I used to manage one of Bobby's nephews, Gerard and Harad, the twins, his
Yeah.
sisters that passed away kids. I used to
Oh,
manage because he's a recording artist too. And
okay.
he's the one that wrote the Pray for BK for his cousin. This the Bobby's son, Bobby Jr. died.
Oh, really?
But they all used to be together. Like they were all cousins. They're all around the same age. When Bobby Brown Jr. died, what was this? Maybe about not even a year ago. It
Oh,
just blew me. I was like, what just happened? Like Nick died, the boyfriend, he's dead. He died on New Year's Eve last year. Like I didn't it's
that was the
just
guy who was
crazy.
like suspect with Bobby
Yeah,
Christine.
Nick, the boyfriend, yeah.
Did he
Yeah.
kill her?
I
We're
don't
gonna
think
have to.
nobody
We're gonna.
killed her.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting a message in my ear. I think we have to call Earth to Tommy and see if he's still lined up. Earth to Tommy, do you copy? Earth to
Tim,
Tommy.
oh,
He's
Tim, come
definitely
in.
not there.
Earth
Tommy
to
is not
Tommy,
there.
are
He
you
is
there?
not
Are
there.
you there, Tommy?
Are
Tommy,
Earth
are you
to Tommy?
there? Are you
I'm
there?
sure he gone. He is la
Yeah,
la
yeah,
land
yeah,
right now.
yeah.
He
So
in
I
la la
get, yeah.
land.
Anyway, yeah.
It's
So, but
just us, ladies and gentlemen. It's just us.
Well, I guess so.
We've
So
got the views right now.
hey
Oh,
Maurice, hey
nice.
yeah.
Maurice, since you look so much like his dad, I guess
He's
you look so much like Mr. Williams. You're gonna have to close out his show for him.
Bobby.
So you
Well,
got to introduce
You
yourself
know,
as
Mr.
Tommy.
Williams is
You got
like,
to come back
Tommy,
as
wake up.
Tommy.
uh,
Wake up, Tommy.
You got to take your
She's
glasses
yelling
off
at him right
and
now.
take your glasses off and shave your head and
and
come back
and do a
as
good
Tommy.
impression.
Do a good impression of
Oh,
Tommy.
God.
Okay, this is Tommy. I want to thank all the Tommy Cats for coming out tonight. And then, y'all,
Oh, God.
I want to thank you, Mr.
Yo,
Life and the Scribe, because I'm
yo.
going on my speedboat tomorrow, and we're gonna rock and roll. You're gonna come with me, and we're gonna have a good time. I got you. All you Tommy cats, remember, stay tuned in, like, subscribe, and follow Tommy Cats and be a Tommy Cat. I want to thank all our
Yo,
guests for coming out tonight.
I
Hold on,
can't even
I
believe
can't
it,
see.
bro.
Oh, jeez.
I
I
can't see.
can't see.
Like
I
so.
can't see. Yo, you're
You sound
definitely
just
his
like him,
cousin.
though.
Yo,
That's,
that was
that's the very
Tommy.
first time I ever heard anybody imitate T. You
Or
sound
we could,
Yo.
or we could do this one.
It's like-
I'm dead. I'm out of here. Oh my.
Tommy, wake up! You're live.
Wake up, you big dummy.
You're live. Tommy, wake up.
I'm so embarrassed.
Uh,
Yo, I hope this is
man.
all recorded. When he watches this,
Yeah.
but this won't even air now. It won't even air. He'll be like, forget it, I'm not doing it. No.
Yeah,
Right,
no,
he
that-
better listen. Before we end this call, I'm gonna call his phone and try to ring him or something. He better wake up so he can end it. So he better save it. Because I don't think I don't know what happens if we all hang up. If it just hangs up.
he has to. I think he might have to upload it right then and there. I don't know.
Hold on,
So
I'm about to
if y'all could get him on the phone right now, tell him to come back.
You sound exactly like him. You sound exactly like him. Oh my God, that's hilarious. I was laughing so hard I was ready to pass out. You know how like when you laugh so hard you lose the oxygen and you're just your head feels you're like you know the whole thing. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
That's funny.
Bro.
Yeah, man.
This is a good one.
Yeah, yeah.
A good one. This was a good one. I wish it was 17 million people instead of 17 people watching right now. You know.
Well, listen, you gotta start somewhere, right?
That's it. That's it. Yeah, buddy.
Keep it alive and keep the jokes going. But yeah.
You can't you can't let it we get so stressed out. We're trying to strive for excellence, and we're trying to better ourselves and make things happen. And it gets challenging, and you got to remind yourself that hey, take it easy. It's you just got to keep on pushing. You just got to keep on pushing. So it's.
Did you get them?
That's absolutely right, man. Well, I thoroughly enjoyed this conversation, fellas.
Yeah, it's all family.
Definitely did. Yeah, man. We got work to do, apparently. So.
Yeah. Let's stay in contact. Let's
Can
let's
you hear
network.
Maurice? Because I can't hear Maurice.
I can hear Maurice.
I can't hear him.
I can hear Maurice.
I don't know what happened.
I can hear Maurice.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, you went off for a minute. That's why you probably can't hear me.
No, Sean's there. Sean, you can hear me, right?
I can hear you, but I can't hear Maurice.
Really? Is it selective hearing? Is it?
I don't know.
That's what's happening. Man, I gotta tell you this, but look how long this thing is.
Let me
Yeah, I had to cut that stuff off.
I'm gonna try to see if
So
I haven't had a kiss for
I'm gonna try to see if I can call Tommy.
I can't hear Maurice, so I don't know if Maurice can Maurice hear me?
Can you? Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I can't hear Maurice. So, Mike, you may have to translate. But what I did want to say was, take my number. You guys, both of you, Mike and Maurice, you guys have my number.
No, here.
Yeah, don't say it online.
No.
I'll give it to you. Got a pen or something?
Yeah, but we can't do it online. You got.
You can write it down. Old school. You can't write it down.
No, I can write it down, but
You want to tell the world?
you want to tell the world your number?
Ain't nobody on the phone. No, oh, you're right. I forgot about that. Hold on. Wait a minute. You're right. Hold on a minute. I don't need to be having no
Yeah, they're gonna be calling you. They're gonna say
over here.
they're gonna say, "Oh, you deal with. Oh, you deal.
Well,
you deal
what
with
I'll do
DMX?"
is I'll just because I hate that I can't hear.
You had Sean. You got me on Instagram, right?
Okay. Yep.
Hey, go Michael
I can give you my
And
email.
I'm Mr. Sean King. Mine's is at Mr. Sean King. MrShawnking.
Yeah.
So That's my
You know
idea.
what? And just what was I gonna say? And I'll just text you now, and
Yeah,
then you can
DM
text.
me. Yeah, and then we'll
Yes,
we'll
Apple
we'll
President,
continue
call him.
chatting.
Yeah, that's cool, buddy. Yeah, I gotta just I got the next level. That's the thing, and it's just tweaking. It's millimeters. It's just
Yep.
it's all about the way you look into the sun. It's just a click here and a click there, and then all of a sudden things open up. And it's
Listen, I got you. I'm going to give you some amazing advice on that.
I
Like I said,
do.
use your kids. They have a better platform than you do, and they probably look better than you.
They look way better than me. Trust me, but I tell you, I gotta send you. Oh my God, you never saw that, have you?
I
Oh,
saw them when they were little guys, but they were like 4 or 5 when I used to
yeah,
see
yeah,
pictures.
yeah. They're why Oliver. I call him Bam Bam. Do you know why? This
Right.
kid, he's like 4'11" now, which is tall for him. He's like tall. He goes to the gym. He watches Arnold Schwarzenegger, Franco Columbu, all the old school. He's got this like old soul. It's crazy. So he's the strongest kid I've ever seen for his age. And not that I'm around all these 10-year-olds. It's not like I'm Mr. Rogers or anything. But the thing is that he goes to the gym with me. Now I'm not. It's hard for me to work out with my knees and stuff. But so he's like, Daddy, come on to the gym. He's the one who's dragging me to the gym. He goes, and, like the cable stuff with the tricep pull.
Yeah.
He gets 2 of the things where you would do the cables to the chest, picks
Right.
them up, and pulls. Right. I go, what are you doing? He goes, Daddy, look how much I'm doing. I go, Oliver, what are you doing? You're gonna rip your. Are you out of your? What are you doing? 100
Crazy.
pounds, 10 times.
Hey
130
man,
pounds,
get
6
him a
times.
trainer. Get him a trainer and a coach now.
He's
Get him
100
the
pounds. He did 150 pounds
Get him a coach
6
and a
times,
trainer. Whatever.
like nothing.
Put him somewhere and do something with him.
Oh my God, he's lifting the back
Buy
of a.
him, buy him a set of weights and tell him to open it and put it together. Watch how many views he get.
Oh man, he wants to work
Use it.
every day. Every day.
Let him do it. Like it keeps him
I
out of
am.
trouble. Hey
It's
man, listen.
Yeah.
Listen, let the kids be kids. Just give them the guidance. You got it, man. Trust me. Let them be kids. If that's what he want to do, let them rock out with socks out. But
and he plays
give him the
drums
right
like
advice.
Oh wait,
Well, I think Tommy's
where's
popping
Tommy?
up. Look at this Dumbo. Hey,
What is he doing?
he
Oh
woke
my!
up. He
He
might
did
be
a partial
sleep talking.
He's up. He's up. He must have just finished all those grapefruits. That's what he did.
My God.
Look
Yeah,
at
he
him.
just finished jet
Still
skiing.
lumber. He's got his speedy pajamas on.
Loving the conversation, guys. It's very entertaining.
He talk about loving the conversation. He don't even
Did you
know
hear
what just happened.
Maurice imitate you? He's got you down pat.
Yo, you missed it.
I never heard anybody imitate you before in my whole life. Unbelievable.
He just got all those.
Unbelievable.
I just sent Tommy 5 texts back to back. It must have woke him up. But I was trying to wake you up so you could end the chat, you big dummy. We knew you were asleep for 30 minutes. You been gone, you big dummy. We just wanted to make sure you end the chat so you can see what happened tonight. Because when I tell you, Maurice is funny, bro. Yo, he did the best imitation of you. We told Maurice since you were gone that he's gonna have to close out the show and have to reenact you.
I was laughing so hard I passed out. I swear to God, I was laughing. I was turning red, and I'm like, and I'm like, ridiculous.
Yo, he killed you, bro.
Maurice, do it again. I gotta hear it.
It only works.
It
only works
once, right?
Yeah, it only works once. You got to capture the moment.
That was the best. Maurice is the new funniest person I know. That guy is crazy.
Oh my God!
I thought he was on series. He's like Mr. Williams. You think he's on series, and then you watch a videotape and he's at Freaknik with some young girls with his arms around him, partying. Mr. Williams, you a school teacher. What are you doing out here? That guy, he got you that back dog. He got you, fool.
Yo, I had a good night with you. I had a good night, man. It was
the best.
definitely a blessing, man.
Absolutely.
Hey man,
good conversation.
we're going to bed. Since you're woke, we're going to bed now.
Maurice, you know how we can exchange numbers? Just do go to Michael Ledwitz on Instagram. That's it, and then I'll get it, and then I'll keep in touch. Then I'll give
Um,
you my number.
Either that or Michael Ledwitz on
Tommy,
Instagram.
why can't I hear Maurice?
Yeah.
You got to go out. Maybe you got to go out and come back in. Go out and come back in.
Yeah, that might do it, Sean.
Tell him because
What? I can't hear what he said.
Go out and come back
Go
in.
out and come back in. Go out and come
I
back
can, Mike.
in.
I can
Can
hear
you
you, Mike. I
hear
just
me?
can't. I can
You
hear
can
you. I can't
hear
hear
me.
weirdo.
I feel like Steve Martin in like Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. You remember when his name was Ruprecht, and Michael Caine's like, "Oh, Ruprecht, do you have to go to the bathroom?" Yes, I have to go to the bathroom. And he just sits there and he's like, and he just pees right at the table. Happened to me Tuesday. Anyway,
Yeah. Now we had a good conversation. It was real good with real funny, real changing up one here and there. We got Apple Crescent. She's definitely watching our back here, making sure we don't say the wrong thing. We definitely appreciate you for that. Miss Photogenic, thank you for staying up so long with us. Apple Crescent and T. Williams, thank you for staying up this long with us. I mean, you don't have to be here. You could have been doing somewhere else, doing something else.
like
But you chose to be here with us, just like Tommy. He could have been somewhere else, but he's here with us today. So we just, we're thankful for you guys.
hey, listen, if it wasn't for T, none of us would be here. So it's awesome. T's giving us the reins tonight. That's what's happening. We're the
Yeah, I
guests.
figured I'd do something different, guys.
That's right. That's right. It's like Larry King. Tonight I'm gonna have Steve Martin on.
Well, you gotta have longevity to stay up to listen to this thing for 2 hours and 36 minutes.
That's right.
I'm telling you, that is a long time.
It's
Yeah,
awesome.
that's 2 hours and 36 minutes.
You know,
And
pull it to 4 a.m. You know we do it. We could do it. We could do
But
it.
that's sad because in school they said your attention span is like what 25 minutes.
Yeah.
You tuned out. Boy, that means you have a long
Well,
attention
look.
span.
2 hours already.
Let's make sure you all stay in the loop because we're still
Fake.
we're still on the holiday weekend, everybody. So I might send you a link tomorrow and be ready to come on.
We'll be on. I'll come back tomorrow. I don't care. It's
Folks,
all
Long as you're woke for the program.
yeah. It'll be like, we've got Michael on. T, I'm in the bathroom. I'm in the bathroom, buddy. I'm just going.
We're gonna have to mute
All right,
Michael's mic tomorrow. Michael's gonna need a mute button tomorrow for his microphone.
That's right. That's right. Right. It'll be my son
Jersey.
with his hand over my mouth. That'll be it.
Jersey's
Apple
fun.
Crescent. Hey.
You know.
All right, everybody.
Everybody, if you want some good artwork, let me know. We'll
Thanks,
crank
Mike.
it out for you.
Dope artwork, really dope artwork. I verify that.
Yeah, it's getting there. Values are going up, and the last one I did was $4,000, so it's doing all right.
Don't forget about us small people. Hey, Maurice, I can hear you again, man. It was a pleasure meeting you, man.
Thanks a lot, man. Same here, man. I fell asleep for a minute. I woke back up again. But I just want
you're the best, bro.
I want to thank you guys for tuning in.
Balboa with that ready to go. It's got good shape. I gotta get in shape like that.
Yeah, I tell you, my cousin, he's hilarious.
You're hilarious.
He's hilarious.
Oh my God! Let me tell you something though.
That you know him that well.
Was spot on. The only thing I can relate to is like when I imitate my father. I used to my dad like that. Oh man, my TV it was great.
Let me tell you something funny before we get off, right? So I'm surfing the internet. I'm always trying to find out what's going on, see who's following Tommy's page, see who, So I come across this lady, right? And she has like a YouTube blog. It says Tommy goes to sleep behind a YouTube page, right? So I go to her page, right, and she's saying all of this stuff, yeah, he's sleeping at the daggone YouTube page. Did you see that one? Yeah, Sally, I saw that one. He's all sleeping and this and that. And he shouldn't be doing this. He's just trying to get this and that and win this and trying to go on the back of somebody's heels. I texted in and I said to her, I said, it takes a lot of people, it takes confidence to get him up in front of a screen, right? I said, don't you know about that? Because the reason why I said that because she was fat and she I think she had a tooth missing out of her mouth, and you have the nerve to be talking about somebody. You have nothing else better to do
Wow.
but talk
Wow.
about somebody. And then I texted, I said, won't you give people a chance?
Yeah, but
Give people a chance.
we can't bash them. I mean, you know what? Everybody's dealing with so many it's mental health right now. So people are beating up on other people because of just anxious. People are
Cabin
anxious.
fever. It's cabin fever.
Yeah,
Everybody's home.
everybody's got it
Yep.
in some way, shape, or form. So I can't own it to anybody. I don't condone the name calling stuff. It's just hey man, you just got to give everybody a pass. Even if we weren't going through it, give them a pass. You know what?
Yep.
We can't control them. We can't control them.
Well,
We
I'm a
can't control
comedian.
them.
I'm sorry, I'm a comedian, and the way she looked on that camera was funny. And I just said to myself, you look the way you looking. You okay? You over here talking about somebody looking like you got a fresh piece of pork hanging from your neck. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Come on now, you at least put on some makeup. You know what I'm saying?
And pop that retainer in.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, and she was smacking and going in. But yo, listen, I get it. I get it. Show love to people, don't
Let me
crack on them.
tell
I
you,
get
bro, I just started putting myself on camera because I think I lost maybe 70 pounds in the last 2 years, Maurice. I
it.
hide from the camera, so I feel you. Like she out of pocket. She out of pocket, bro. You're right.
Yo,
That's
but
out of
I mean,
pocket.
listen, there's always, like he said, there's always going to be people that's going to attack you. Especially when
Yo,
you put yourself in the front of the camera.
I don't
So
care. I don't care. I don't care because what was the best is that Tommy thinks that way, but you think that way, and that is what's funny. You should have been Tommy's alter ego forever because Tommy be like, oh, well, and yeah, he be such a Mr. Diplomatic and nice guy. You like, got it. I don't gotta be perfect.
that's it. That's it. That's it.
Right.
Listen, I think that makes the show exciting, and
It
I think that
does.
it brings laughter
It
because you
does.
can't just keep talking about a science project that you made in
Right.
school, and we're going to talk about how many cells are in a freaking battery. Like, come on,
Right.
you're looking in the
Don't nobody
comments,
care.
you're looking in the comments, and people are going to sleep, and you're wondering why. So I mean, it's like you got to keep it exciting.
Yeah,
You know,
please.
yeah,
Please.
but
Absolutely.
it's a beautiful thing. I'm just here to
Yeah,
tell it.
this made my Memorial Day. This is the best Memorial Day. Yo, let me
And
tell
and
you.
I tell you one thing: we ain't gonna never be nothing without Mama's cooking.
I'm
Okay,
saying-
it ain't gonna be nothing without Mama's cooking. You understand what I'm saying? Mama's sweet seasoning going up on top of the collard greens. Come on now, let me watch out now.
Mike, you get it?
Hey, Mike, you gotta get some seasoning. Mama's cooking.
Shit, I give
You
any.
got Mike quiet. That was good. You got Mike quiet over there. You got Mike thinking.
Yeah, man.
Uh,
Hey, am I right or wrong, Mike? How was Mama's cooking?
my mother's. Let me tell you something. My mother cooked for everybody. Everybody. She used to make chicken soup. Tea would come over. Everybody would come over. She was forget it. I mean, she could have had a line out the door. Unbelievable cook. Unbelievable cook. And my grandmother my grandmother used to make this apple cake, and I swear to God, it should have been like on the shelves at every supermarket everywhere. It was the best thing I ever tasted in my life. I've never tasted anything since, and unbelievable. But yeah, my mom, she used to make roast beef. She used to put dill and Golden's mustard on it, and it was like, man. T, you remember when my mom would make all the chicken soup? We'd come over.
Oh man, chicken soup galore. Yep.
Yep. She'd kill it. My mother would kill it. I mean,
I
I
know
guess,
my
I
mama.
guess,
oh my
I know
gosh,
my mama.
hot roast.
My mama.
Oh,
I know my mama, your mama, and time mama up in heaven. Like, them
that's
kids
it.
sure talk a lot. Damn,
Oh
them
God,
kids talk a lot. You know they
she
up there
got me
talking
though.
about us.
hey,
Half crazy.
listen, he wouldn't be talking so much if he didn't have mama's cooking. You understand what I'm saying? Mama's cooking. Mama's cooking, and you know what I'm saying? That's
Sprinkle
where
of
he gets it
sauce,
from.
baby.
That's all. That's all. It's all good. It's a
Yep.
blessing.
A little bit out of Larry's, baby.
Oh, Larry. Oh my God, I remember that with the red circle. It was like yep,
Yeah, with
That's it, man.
the red top on
yep,
With
top
the
of the
red.
the red.
yep. God, you remember when you used to go shopping
I'm
for the
going to
weekend? It was
bed.
$200 for the week. I would go. My mother would go shopping. She would get like half of the car was already $200. That's all it was. Now it's $200 for 12 items. It's ridiculous. It's unbelievable. The inflation. Oh my God,
It's
crazy.
funny, bro.
Yo, I stopped messing with Lowry's, brother. I'm telling you right now. You better leave
I'm
that red
that
top.
stuff.
You better stop messing with that red top, brother.
I
You know
only
what I'm
eat
saying?
Whole Foods.
Yeah, yeah, man. That was back in the days.
Yeah,
Yep.
We
I don't go to Larry's no more. I go
Larry's
Whole
is one of those things. People's like, I don't use salt. I use Lowry's. Oh, someday it's not my
That's
salt. You
the
be
that's the big
that's
thighs. That's the big
yeah.
thighs coming from
Red.
Larry's.
It's red for a reason. It's blood. That's it's all going there.
wow,
The walk of death.
that's
That's
crazy. That's crazy.
Shit.
wow.
That's crazy, man.
That boy's
Listen, I
crazy.
tell you, man. It's like these so many things that can kill us, man, out here. I don't mean to change the mode up, but it's like
Nah, you're right.
you go to McDonald's to get a freaking Happy Meal, and they might as well give you a coffin to go with that.
Yep.
Because
It's the truth.
you know what I'm saying? Because this is not
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
right. This is not
Oh,
right.
Papa.
This is
Loving
not
it.
right.
Loving it, right? They talking
Yeah.
about loving it, hating it, hating it.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
Yeah, you're
yeah.
right.
Well,
Al.
No
listen.
way.
We're gonna change the narrative, man. This is the funniest, most powerful phone call I've had. While I've been in all these phone calls and meetings about this movie, this record label, but today, this right here.
The best. Hey,
Apple
listen.
Crescent, Apple Crescent,
You
Apple
can make
Crescent
that
says you
Russian
guys are
mobster stuff,
delirious,
Sean.
sleep deprived, but funny. Laugh out loud.
That's it. It's all about the laugh. It's all about
to
the laugh.
Apple Crescent. To Apple Crescent is all about the apple. We rock with Apple Crescent. If she rock with us this long, we rock with her.
That's
She's
it.
number
Hey,
one fan.
hey, Dalia Williams, have a great trip there. You said you're packing up.
See,
At
Apple Crescent has an advantage because she's in Australia. What time is it in Australia now? It's like the morning time.
It's 16.
She's had her sleep.
Yeah,
Wait,
it's
but
like
who's nasty?
14 hours ahead or something like that.
Who
Yeah.
nasty?
what
What
happened?
happened? It said on the screen. It said Maurice. I totally agree with you. She is nasty. Where was that from?
Apple.
Oh man, I don't know. I don't know that we changed so many subjects.
When you
I
when you were talking about the person who said I was sleeping, I believe.
Hey,
the one.
Sean, if you ever need a character or anything, I could play a Russian mobster, a fat Russian mobster. That's what I could do. I could be like,
In Australia, it's Monday, 4 p.m. right now in Australia.
oh, is it?
Is
Very
it?
nice. So time
It's
travel.
4 p.m.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Well,
like a
Wow.
12-hour difference. No,
That's
more than
not.
that, 14-hour.
Yeah,
Because my buddy's over in Sydney, a guy I'm friends with. I gotta give him a call and talk to him.
so you say you're looking for a job as an actor, Michael?
No, I'm not looking for one, but if you ever need anything, let me know. I can help out.
Okay.
I
Now,
can do it too.
that-
I love to do that stuff. I always wanted to do that.
are you good with monologues? Are you good like with spontaneous?
Prob, yeah, absolutely. I can do
Yeah.
improv all day long. Yeah, all day long.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's great.
I
That's a
had
great
no
thing.
idea.
No,
I
I
had
mean,
no
look,
idea.
go ahead. I'm
Okay.
sorry. Go
No,
ahead.
I
Go
was
ahead.
just, I'm still laughing because I had no idea you was that funny. When you came on the phone, I thought you was all serious and quiet and like, yes, and like,
Oh
that is
man.
crazy, man. You
Oh,
funny.
with T. Oh yeah, those.
Yeah, that
He
Maurice
had your
cat.
voice down perfect, like
Just,
perfect. It was
just
perfect
period.
pitch. It was perfect. I mean, honestly, it
Yeah,
was perfect.
I never,
Mannerisms. I mean, that was very good.
ever,
Yeah.
Very,
yeah,
very good. You know,
crazy. So,
I
so
think.
Maurice, you got to
I
close
can
out
do
the.
imitations, but I do all old stuff. I can do
Hey,
rock.
Tommy, can I ask you a question?
Peter Falk. I could do Peter Falk. Columbo. Remember Columbo? Very
You still
confused.
eating, bro?
He's
Huh?
eating a grapefruit.
Oh, okay. So, how do you close out the show?
See ya.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much for watching the show again. Been a wonderful time. Remember, always keep those vibes positive. Have a wonderful night. Thanks for my co-host tonight. Actually, my host there, Maurice, Michael, Mike, and Sean. And thanks
That's
again
it,
for
brother.
always hanging out. Much
Absolutely.
love and positive.
Yes. Yes.
Thanks for
Yes.
having me on the dopest stream ever, bro.
It's
I
Yeah,
all
man.
good.
We gotta
appreciate
do
it.
this again. We gotta blow this thing up. We gotta
Yeah,
blow
this
it
is
up.
the best. You guys are right. This is the best. This is the best. I needed this. I
Oh
want to
man,
It's all
promote
good, man.
this. I'll
we
promote
need
that.
to.
Yeah, I'll promote that.
It's a blessing. It's a
Definitely.
blessing. It's a
Yeah, the
blessing.
good guy, the good guy, the bad guy, the good shoulder, the bad shoulder. She's adorable. Fine, man.
uh,
Yeah.
Maurice said,
Apple.
he said, take your shoes off and kick rocks. No, he said kick rocks.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, listen. Hey, listen.
Yo,
Listen. I don't know about you guys. I got a heat lamp over my head, like I'm in the studio
he
with
wants
a
you
he
to
had to
tap
backdrop.
change
already.
clothes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He had to
Behind.
change clothes.
You understand what I'm saying? You got to understand what I got to go through. When we get off the phone, I got to roll up this thing behind me. I got to take down the wall over here. I got to move this lamp over here. I got to move. You know,
Pre- production work, right?
I'm
I
telling
feel
you. My forehead is the heat is definitely hitting me. Definitely hitting me. But
right. You DPAD producer, you doing everything over there, bro. You got it though, kid. You got it.
it's
Hey,
all good. It's all
everybody,
good.
let's
It's
do
all good.
it. We're gonna get it right, yo. This is the best, man. Hey, man, I'm gonna talk to you fellas. I'm out of here.
All right, buddy.
Mike, good seeing you. Good talking to you. Tom Dog, my brother, and Maurice,
Uh,
whatever you showing on
Hey,
the screen.
love you, buddy. Maurice, love you too, man. We're
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
We're
yeah.
rocking.
Yes, sir.
You're on the
Love
all right,
y'all.
Tommy
take care.
Williams. That's right. Thanks for
Yeah.
joining.
Tom
Thanks for joining,
Dog.
buddy.
Yeah.
Uh,
Peace
You've been
out,
watching
Tom
Handsome
Cats.
Entertainment
all right.
All
All
the
right.
Tommy
of the
Cats
Tommy
out there.
Williams